Is that your workout?
Yeah. That's all I got.
Is that your DX yoga?
That's all I got.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm done.
Is he good at it, Randy? His DX yoga? That explains why she's eating that coconut pineapple, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. Oh, we even hear the reverberations. I guess that means that we're live.
Yeah.
I guess it's up and working. Okay.
I guess it is up and working.
Yeah.
The podcast too.
Hi. Live from Studio 511. It's the 247th edition of Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Abel.
This is Chris.
This is Arnold.
And thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We very much appreciate it.
You brought your earrings this week.
Yes, I did.
Very nice.
It felt pretty.
I noticed you were wearing them yesterday, too, at work, because you don't usually wear them at work.
Yeah, I don't shower.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. But
were you looking for an excuse to get workers' comp? Yes. Like get it stuck on a blind?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It is officially SummerSlam week, going into SummerSlam weekend. So we got all that to preview. NXT Takeover as well as SummerSlam itself. Man, yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. We have a little bit of New Japan talk. Some stuff happened, Lucha Underground. So we're gonna cover all of it the way that we always do with our anticipation levels and predictions. If you're joining us live, thank you so much. You could play along with us here. Log into your YouTube or Google account, and I will see you right here on my smartphone. And we can talk, chit chat, ask us questions, talk bullshit to us, or just make fun of us or whatever. Keep us busy. Yes, please. If you're not watching this live, that's okay. You could still interact with us on Facebook, facebook.com/Houston Wrestling Radio, or on Twitter at HWrestling Radio. So, ta-da, guys.
Let's start the show right.
How we doing?
Everybody in the apartment. For Ric Flair, one big woo. Woo! Sweet Jesus, he kicked out at 2, but he's now in the figure 4.
Yes.
Damn it.
He went to the hospital over the weekend. Issues with his heart. They put him in a coma, did some surgery.
Yep.
Tinkered with his ticker. Thought everything was fine coming at the end of Monday night, but now
His fiance said that he's still in critical condition.
Other organs?
It has multiple organ problems. But it wasn't his colon that he had surgery on, as was reported. But he's still not out of the woods yet. So if you're praying, man, pray for him.
Yeah.
But if not,
50 years of alcohol, man, that'll do that to you.
Yeah.
So word to all young people: drink water in between.
Yes. Well, who knows what else was in there besides
BC headache powder.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, this could be pretty bad for him. But then also, I mean, my grandpa survived 8 fucking heart attacks, and it took him like 3-4 years.
Wait, he got heart attacks while fucking?
Wow.
Yes. No.
Man, that sounds like a challenge. I think I'm at 2.
And if anybody's up to that challenge, it's Ric Flair.
Woo! Hopefully he at least makes it to SummerSlam.
Yes, hopefully.
It's too soon. It's always too soon to have one of those episodes of Raw where it's a memoriam for a wrestler and everybody's out there crying and wearing the bands and stuff. It's
the last time was way too soon.
It's touching.
Yeah,
seeing the tributes, but it reminds you that it's not just a sitcom. That's been running for 20 years on television every night, and it's just it takes the wind out of your sails, slapping you back to reality. You tune into that show for 3 hours of okay, this is not real, and all of a sudden you get 3 hours of like CNN, like in the 90s when it actually gave you news.
Yeah, I remember being it was my last week of 6th grade, I believe. It was over the edge in your house. Bam, Owen Hart passes or whatever. And then the next day, we were like, what the fuck? And then that whole Monday Night Raw was dedicated to Owen. Yeah. Boy, I was like 11, like crying like a little girl.
Well, I mean, shit with the stuff with Benoit. He was supposed to be here in Houston defending ECW title, and I was
this guy.
I was in the
not defending. It was the finals. Benoit against Punk.
Yeah,
that's right. I was in the Toyota Center, and I'm like, wait a second. That's not Benoit, that's Morrison. What the hell?
The house show before in Beaumont, it was supposed to be Benoit against Edge.
Yeah.
And they subbed Edge with, or it was Benoit against Ric Flair, and they subbed him with Edge. Wow. And none of the guys knew what was up. And then so Sundays, you're already scratching your head. And then by Monday, 2 hours of literally playing from, oh my God, Benoit was the greatest guy to, okay.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. We will never speak his name again.
Yeah.
Whoa, what? Oh,
This is not the wrestler you were looking for.
Yeah, that was crazy. Not to mention, after WrestleMania 30, you, me, Travis, and Brennan sitting at Brennan's apartment, sitting here talking. Oh man, WrestleMania was awesome.
Saturday, Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Sunday, WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Monday, Raw. Tuesday,
HWR, as we're doing it in Brennan's apartment, and then we all had our phones fucking blowing up, and we're like, "What?" We didn't know if we were going to stop the podcast, what we're going to do. We kept on trucking. We were like, "Hey, this is happening right as we're doing this." We documented it. Fuck, man, it was crazy. So, I mean, I kind of feel like we went off on a tangent here a little bit, but and it's kind of a downer tangent. But we're supposed to be getting ready for the biggest party of the summer here, guys.
Okay, let's pick it up a little bit.
All right,
I got 3 words for you. Adam Cole, baby! Yeah!
Adam Cole
officially
is signed to where?
NXT.
Are we sure? Because I saw WWE, but the graphic had an NXT logo behind him because people are assuming that's NXT. Is that where he's going?
Let me answer your question with a question.
Okay.
Where should he go?
Have you seen enough Adam Cole to think that he's ready to go straight to the main roster?
Have I seen enough? No, I haven't seen enough, so I don't know. He may be ready. I don't know. I haven't seen enough to judge that. I know you haven't.
I haven't. I've only seen a little bit. So,
have you seen enough to make a judgment either way?
It might not be seeing enough. It's just the fact of name recognition. Mostly Adam Cole's Ring of Honor that struggled to get themselves on television before there started to be some kind of a mainstream audience, depending on what number counts as mainstream. That you want to draw comparisons to AJ Styles, who, TNA, New Japan, Ring of Honor, he's done everything. He was seasoned. He was ready to go. So.
But AJ was a big name everywhere he went.
True.
And Adam Cole.
Adam Cole hasn't been.
AJ was a bigger name than Adam Cole, I would argue.
Yeah,
I agree.
But basically because TNA was in more households than ROH.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron already. What's up, Aaron? He's in the live chat. He says Cole and Bennett reformed the Kingdom on SmackDown. Fuck yeah, dude.
They gotta do something different with Canellas because they haven't been on the air for like 2 weeks.
Haven't they? It's been 2 weeks already.
Yeah. So.
I don't know. I'm digging that. I'm digging what you're saying too, Aaron, but you're not over here. Chris, what the hell?
The Kingdom at its best was Adam Cole going for the singles title and Matt Taven and Mike Bennett tagging together.
Okay.
So seeing Cole and Bennett try to team up right now, it would feel weird. Like I would expect the roots of the Kingdom to be Taven and Bennett, because there's the chemistry there that's proven to be a team. They've been tag team champions several times in Ring of Honor already. That's a good foundation to have Adam Cole slide in the cut.
Yeah.
But remember, the WWE likes to make things their own.
That's true.
So maybe they can swerve it around.
Both of you fucking marks wearing Bullet Club shirts, but when the club came to WWE, no, it's not working. With Gallows and Anderson did their own thing, and they have nothing to do with that. You got Finn Balor, who's a fucking original leader, and then you have AJ Styles, who's the second leader. And there's no fucking fucks to give.
And you're about to groom Adam Cole, the next leader.
Yeah. So it's like, no.
So if Chain of Command serves right, then by 2019,
Kenny Omega, WWE champion.
Yeah.
Possibly.
We'll get into that talk later.
All right. So
what?
Is Adam Cole showing up in NXT? Yes or no?
At
Takeover.
I've got money. He's gonna be at ringside sometime.
Yeah.
How they usually say, "Hey, look who's
Drew
at
McIntyre,
ringside."
Bobby Roode.
Yeah.
Asuka,
And then won't actually
Asuka.
And won't actually show up until
he won't get in the ring until
later.
He won't get into the ring until not this taping coming up and the weekend after Takeover, but like the next set of tapings.
And then we'll have Nigel. Oh, we've all heard the rumors. It must be true. Adam Cole is now in NXT. I can't believe it, Percy.
Tranquilo.
Percy's like, yeah.
I know that guy because I'm a fan of actual wrestling. Yeah.
Let's get right into it. Aleister Black, Hideo Itami. What is your anticipation level?
50. I cannot fucking wait.
It's 1 to 10. Match. I'm gonna count that.
Oh no, we're gonna be doing this all night, all night.
Oh man, that match. And a couple of weeks ago, I was like, I hope they're building to it, because if they build to it, I'm gonna blow my load early that weekend because that goddamn strikes for days, dude. I'm gonna be sore watching them fight.
Yep.
I'm gonna be like, oh.
You're gonna be looking for picket signs around the ring. There's gonna be so many strikes.
Oh god, yes, dude. It's gonna be
my anticipation level right off the bat is at a 11.
Okay, so a little bit lower than his. Yeah,
but exceed. Yeah. I have a 5-day weekend to have to be sparse with my loads. I can't just let it all go at the first thing I see.
Because you're going.
I'm out this motherfucker in 11 hours. So long, Stinktown. 11
hours. You're going.
No, 11. I'm scoring this.
Oh, you're scoring this in 11.
Yeah. 11.
All right.
It's that the next big thing, and then the guy who should have been the next big thing. So he has that chip on his shoulder. So he's got to prove himself because he ain't got. Think about it. Hideo Itami hadn't done shit since he fucking joined the WWE. He was in Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal who was looking like fucking Law from Tekken when he was dressed in the yellow shit. It was, that's his only claim to fame so far at any kind of takeover, if I'm not mistaken. So, except the last time he fought Bobby Roode, which that was a good ass match. But these two guys are gonna fucking. I like how he just bypassed Ono, like he was like, you know,
we're done. Oh no.
Yeah, like he was Goro on the way to fucking Shanks.
I love the
he was like nowhere near Goro.
I love the fact when Tommy jumped black.
He's Gordo.
He's Gordo.
Tommy jumped black in the parking lot, the exclusive footage, and Alistair's just standing back chilling. He's telling the security guard, "It's all right. I take care of myself." He just not a single fuck was given.
Yeah.
I have a Tommy winning this because
what?
He has
because you've already shown me in the last 3 weeks, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, Hideo Itami,
bam.
I got a Tommy winning this.
Even
you
if
want this feud to continue,
even if it's with shenanigans, you want this shit. You want him to win. I want him to win. I kind of want to say I never want to see Aleister Black lose, but you gotta get that loss out of the way. It's like what I always say about football and the Texans. You want them to go undefeated, but you got to get that loss out of the way, so there's no pressure for an undefeated streak or whatever. You get that shit out of the way, boom, let's get them going.
What's your anticipation level? For example, we already creamed over this.
Before I throw mine out there, Hector, welcome.
What up?
Seth, welcome.
Hey,
nice to see you guys back.
Don't bring Dean with you.
Seth freaking Ross.
Yeah, Seth freaking Ross. There you go. See, I'm gonna go with an 8.
That's still good. He's got a very harsh rating scale, so for him to give it an 8, that's kind of big.
Yeah. Although I was more lenient than Travis, but
that's like people to give it. That's a Harvard scale. Yeah. Like if you don't give it a 9, it's like
he was the original Bret Hart.
Sinks like a rock.
What did I tell you about how I felt about Aleister Black and Tommy 2 weeks ago?
I don't like Asians very much.
No, that's not what I said. I love Asians.
That was behind closed doors.
Love Asians.
Okay.
No, that's not the story I wanted to see. The story I wanted to see after the badass fucking match that Aleister Black had with Bobby Fish and the badass fucking match that he had with Kyle O'Reilly, I wanted to see him taking on Red Dragon or one of the 2 members of Red Dragon. He just kind of pish-posh, gave him the black mask and said, "Get out of my ring, Tommy. Let me have a badass match. You're in my way." I gave no shits about the story of the match. Now, is the match going to be badass? Is it going to be hard-hitting? Is it going to be a kick fest? Fuck yeah. So I'm going to be excited while watching it. But right now, I forgot that it was going to be a match until you guys mentioned it. I'm like, oh, shit.
No lie, so did I.
Yeah,
but because I didn't watch last week's NXT because I'd fucking other shit
but
to
I
do.
did. I did. I'm caught up.
I'm actually getting the card ready as we do this right now.
Yeah, so. And you know what? There was no mention of it this past episode, unless like I missed it and it was just in one of those still frame picture thing.
The week of a takeover, it's all still frame stuff.
Yeah. So there was there's not that much build to it. I would have given more shits about him versus one of the members of Red Dragon than him versus a Tommy.
Maybe Red Dragon is the reason why Aleister Black loses on Saturday. There's like a badass little stable.
Maybe.
Red Dragon and a Tommy.
And then
Red Dragon and the Dragon.
And you know what I'm going to say after that?
Enter the Dragon.
What I'm going to say after that is holy shit, that thing exceeded my expectations. But right now, my expectations aren't that high. I mean, 8 is still pretty goddamn high because I think the match is going to be fucking badass. But the story is, you didn't loop me up before. You just went to
You're mad because you got a handful of seeds when you were expecting a whole apple.
There you go.
Later on in the show,
that's a nicer way to put what I was trying to say.
Later on in the show, we're going to give
and it's food. You understand?
We're going to give you 3 examples of why storylines don't mean shit when it comes to fucking 8 fucking 1 matches. Maybe one of them need a storyline, but at least 2 of the 3 don't need no storylines. You just need bad motherfuckers in the ring.
That's a very good argument to have in wrestling. I don't subscribe to that, but I see where you're going with it. But that's
I see what you did. Ooh. I think that's what you did there was a transition.
Oh. Not yet.
Already?
No.
My winner.
Oh, yeah.
My pick is Aleister Black's going to win this. And further the descent into madness of Hideo Itami. I don't think that they've given all this shit to Aleister Black to just take it away from him to give it to Itami. They're putting so much shine on this guy that to take it away now is a little bit too quickly truncated. You know, like whoa, hold on. You're doing this real fucking badass. Give him a little bit more.
That's why I think I'm even like proves my point furthermore that they need to have some kind of lawsuit shenanigans out of the way to protect him still. Get rid of that streak of fucking stigma and just could protect him or whatever and give more fuel to both of them. To Itami to be like, yeah, I still got it. And to him to be like, now I have a purpose.
I would have found it truncated if he lost to either Fish or O'Reilly because they had no fanfare.
Yeah.
In the NXT neighborhood, they had no fanfare. Gotcha. Right now, Itami's got about 6 months of backstory. He's in PMS mode right now. So if he starts bleeding this weekend, we know why.
Now, what if we have because we've been having this Hideo heel turn. I'd even say that he's full on heel, but he hasn't gotten the fucking white hot heat yet. Do you think him cheating his way into fucking winning is the way to get that white hot heat on him?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. C Universe. What's up, C Universe?
Everybody showed up early tonight.
Everyone's here tonight.
Let's not talk about anything, but just get to New Japan right now.
All right, he says, Hideo has had a lot of bad luck since coming to WWE, but I want him to succeed. 8 out of 10.
There you go.
There you go. Hector says this is going to be the closest thing that WWE will have to strong style match in their program.
Yeah, because it's both styles of the same. It's like, you know how we get the Nakamura versus Ziggler. Nakamura versus Corbin for anybody versus Corbin. But
Jinder.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to that.
You don't get the 2 styles at the same damn time. Now you get it. Now you're entertained.
Kind of like when you had D-Bry and Cesaro, who just had random ass matches, but when they did, it was like, what the fuck? Yes. Like, oh yeah, they used to be able to do that.
I'm gonna disagree with you, and you've done it again. I think there's gonna be a similar set of styles between Almas and Gargano. There's going to be an indie style, not compared to like a Japanese kickboxing style like Aleister Black and Itami. There's going to be a nice indie wrestling feel for this. I'm at a 9 for this.
What?
For Almas and
because Almas looks like the kind of Mexican that you just want to slap the shit out of just because he's there.
Oh my god!
And Gargano's going to do it with his feet.
Yeah.
And I got Almas winning this.
Oh, already getting the.
I'm 2 for 2 in the heels. Yeah. Because think about it. This is NXT. This is this is WWE. There's always balance.
Yeah.
So if you're you're building up all this crap, not to fast forward. We're building up to McIntyre beating Rude, and we're building up to Ember finally beating Asuka. Some of the bad guys got to win.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going 2 for 2 right now with the bad boys. With Tommy and now with Almas.
And you have,
because if you have Gargano who's already like, yeah, well now I'm gonna worry about myself. Yeah, and if he just beats Almas, then he just moves on. What's next?
Yeah.
You need to start building rivalries in this brand.
When's Ciampa coming back?
Oh hell, not till at least next year.
Mania time. Yeah, Mania time.
Mania time?
As early as he fucked the shit up. I have Gargano winning with an attempt of like a fucking a win by chicanery and stuff like that, and just like shenanigans by
Sophia.
I'll call her Maxine, whatever.
Maxine.
That's who I have winning, because just Gargano, you're starting him off with a badass push. You know what I mean? You need to keep that going. Right now, it's to the point where Aleister Black, he can withstand a loss right now. Gargano, if you want to really push him, you got to keep him winning right now, because he's had one match since he split up. So
what's your anticipation level?
Anticipation level, I'm at a 7. Because I'm really into Gargano. Like, I'm buying into the story. I watched this YouTube documentary about him, a 2-part documentary. It was fucking awesome. Like, he's like the fucking greatest guy, like he's just a cool guy.
Yeah.
So you just like you want to cheer with them. That's why you saw in DIY he was the likable guy. The other guy was that guy you always knew was gonna turn. You always knew that he had like a gray beard way too early, so he has some shit on his mind.
Yeah.
Says the guy with a gray beard.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has that likable vibe to him. Plus, he's fun to watch in the ring.
Okay.
So I think that's who I want and is going to win.
Your anticipation level.
I'm going to go with the 6.
Okay.
5 of that.
Is Brenda?
Well, I was going to say 5 of that is for Gargano. 1 of that is for that Sofia Vergara. What's her name?
Vergara?
Yeah, whatever her name is. But I don't care about Cien Almas. I haven't cared about Cien Almas since he debuted. And I've started caring about him even less and less and less.
You're not a fan of El Idolo?
Now with the chick, maybe they're gonna do something different with her. She's kind of like showing him what to do and like yelling at him in the matches and stuff like that. I'm like,
he's like, Papi, you know how I like it. Finish it.
Yeah,
go, seal it.
That could be kind of interesting. So that's why I'm giving her 1 point of interest. As far as who's winning, dude, they have to give this to Gargano. The reason why I think is in all of DIY, when DIY lost all these matches, when everybody was like, yeah, DIY, let's do it. And they lost to Authors of Pain, and they lost to the Revival. And it was Gargano. Gargano was, you can't have him keep doing the thing. Yeah. If you keep losing, if you do, he's going to be another Ziggler. He's going to be another Bray Wyatt, where I'm like, yeah, this guy's fucking awesome. Yeah, he's badass. But, man, he just always loses. I don't care. And Sami Zayn. Like, I even forgot to mention him. Like, you keep him losing. I'm not going to give 2 fucks about him. So, yeah, you have to get him to win. Now that he's singles and he's the baby face with all the fucking momentum, give him a win. Give him a good win.
Yeah.
Ding.
Tag title match. Authors of Pain versus Sanity. Abel, who are the heels in this?
Authors of Pain.
Really?
Maybe.
The promo with Sanity and all the pages falling down from the Book of Destruction.
I don't think
the crazy chick, the redhead. Blah, 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 blah.
I don't think Sanity's heels or faces. I think they're just crazy. You know, like you got. So that's they grow the line. You got rudos técnicos, and then you have exoticos. They're fucking just whatever they are. You know, they're just.
You just compare them to Pimpinella and.
I did. But no, they're their own thing, man. They're just crazy. So. Okay. Yeah. Whatever.
What's your anticipation?
Anticipation? I'm gonna give it about a 6. Also. It's probably going to be a good enough match. With Eric Young back. Okay, yay, he's back.
He was gone.
He was gone. Newsflash. He was gone, but now he's back. Okay, the band's all back together. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. I mean, if Authors of Pain keep it, good, big whoop. If Sanity keeps it, okay, whatever. Like, I would have cared more about the Revival. I would have cared more about DIY. I would have cared more about American Alpha. I cared all about these NXT tag champs, but the others I don't care about. So I care more about the fucking Bozovic and whatever Heavy Machinery guys. Dozovic. Yeah, I care more about them than I do.
How about who's going to even the numbers for Authors of Pain? Because you got Crazy Whitey.
You're right.
And then you have Eric Young now against a brittle old Paul Leonard.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna even odds? Is it gonna be maybe somebody you know, somebody big, somebody black, somebody used to be a football player?
No,
because he has his own game.
He's got his own thing going. We're talking about Brennan here. Nah, Brennan, he's got his thing on the indies going with the Ely brothers. They got their own thing. They don't need to smash them into this here.
What you got, Arnold?
I'm at a 4. I'm not really into this match. Into the. I like the idea of it because I'm slowly starting to buy into the Authors of Pain. It's taking me forever because I thought they were green as fuck.
I thought they were
green as fuck, and
even with the belts. Even with the belts.
Yes, I thought they gave them the belt way too early. They gave them the belts way too early. I was not impressed with the way they won the ladder match. It was like a fucking 5-foot ladder, and the guy was struggling to get up there. Like it was like it looked weak. And
aim high, Willis.
I don't know. And then Sanity, it's kind of like the question still begs, what is a sanity? So
yeah, we have
I don't
no
know
idea
what the hell's going on. I know I like this Harry Killian Dane guy. The other guy's kind of weird. He looks like he'd be in a character from like Devil's Rejects or American Horror Story. Mm. But I'm interested.
Nikki Cross is cute.
Nikki Cross is fucking hot. Yeah.
Well, I don't mean physical appearance. I mean the way her manner.
Don't worry, we mean physical appearance. Yeah, okay. Physical appearance.
Yeah. I'm entertained. I'm interested in the match, but it's kind of like, oh, cool. Whoever wins, tight. Like it's one of those matches.
Yeah.
Where I'm not gonna be really paying attention too much.
Who do you got winning? Who do you think's gonna win?
It's too. You got to build them more. The Authors of Pain, and you got to give Sanity a reason to be more pissed off.
Okay.
I'm at like a 7 for this because you see a team like the Authors of Pain, and that's a team where they're great bumpers for a couple of pinballs, and we saw that with Johnny Gargano and Ciampa, and to an extent with Revival also. Them against Heavy Machinery was a good idea of like Rock'em Sock'em Robots, just throw them in the ring and just press all the buttons until somebody's head falls off. So doing it with Sanity that already have like auto trigger buttons, that I'm intrigued in what I'm going to see, to the point where I kind of have a no contest on this. They're going to beat the shit out of each other so bad that the rematch has to be some kind of stipulation where everybody's upside down and they're just going like this. Until somebody's head literally detaches. Yeah, or the cage match or some crazy ass crack.
I like that.
Yeah,
that's my prediction too. I'm agreeing with you.
Piggyback.
Why not? Let you do all the heavy lifting. All right.
He can't do it. No.
Yes. Hector says this. Side note: happy to see Eric Young in WWE 2K18.
Oh, he's there? Oh, because the Sanity intro.
Yeah.
I know that.
Going back to Almas. He says Sienna and the chick are going to be the Mexican version of Rusev and Lana.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Somebody better come with tacos.
Rosendo y Laura.
Speaking of women, Ember Asuka 2. Oh. What's your anticipation level?
4. I don't care.
Ooh.
I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not buying Ember Moon, dude. I'm just not. Unpopular opinion, because everyone, you want to like her. Right. I want to like her.
Yep.
But I just don't give a shit about her character. It never developed. I feel like she should not be named Ember Moon. She should be named Athena or whatever else she wants to go by. Like, because it's like, dude, she wears street clothes too much to be weird. You know what I mean? Mm. She doesn't fully commit. Oh, they don't let her fully commit to her character. Asuka's just a bad motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's her deal. That's her thing. I'm pretty. Looks like I'm
a fine ass bitch, and I know it.
And I know it. I'm well off. It looks like, you know what I mean? And I can do whatever the fuck I want because I back my shit up. Ember Moon's like, well, you know, fuck. You know, that's
my math is easy. Asuka brings all her milkshake, brings everybody to the yard. She's got a 10. Ember, I'm still not. I'm in the same boat with you. It's like I'm trying to like her, but they're giving me every reason to not like her. Yeah. It's distracting.
Yeah.
So I'm at a 0 for her. So if you add that up, that's a 5.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm at a 5 for this, and it's a shame.
Yeah.
It's one thing, Authors of Pain, in a division that the tag teams are like out like flies because the main roster needs food for the tag team grinder, but there's enough talent in the women's division right now that if the audience sees that Ember's not ready yet, put it on Peyton. Mm-hmm. Put it on the MMA chick. You know, try somebody else. You have the Mae Young Classic coming. There's gonna have a crop of new women. Beautiful, all kinds of women, shapes and sizes and shades. You know, save Asuka for something else, dude. Actually, build her as the first draftee to Raw or SmackDown that's undefeated and still has the brand's women's title.
Yeah,
you know,
make her give it up. Make her like
Lashley when he got drafted from ECW, he had the title. They made him lose it.
Yeah,
you know, so it would be a shame if because I don't feel that Ember's ready. You and I are not the only people in the internet wrestling community that feel that Ember's not ready.
In the ring, she's ready as fuck. I want to see. I have her winning. I have her winning because of booking. That's the way it's gonna go. Mm-hmm. I hope she. Fuck. I hope she doesn't win because for those same reasons. Asuka, I want her to be even more dominant than she is. I don't want Asuka to lose. I fucking never want her to lose. So I want her to go up to the main roster and say, "Here you go. Here's your little title back. I don't need it. I got bigger things, to worry about now."
Literally, I want the takeover in Houston to be Asuka defending the title against the 4 Horsewomen chick.
Yeah.
From the MMA chick that we met at Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
I want that match. Don't sour it by having her drop the belt and have a blemish on her record to Asuka.
Or the winner of the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah. Right, it's not yet.
Yeah.
At least for me. What about you?
I'm at 8. I'm a little bit higher than you guys. Yeah, just a little bit.
Double.
And I think it's because I can't quite predict it. And there's more story going into it. You have Asuka, who's pretty much just like gone mad with power. At first she was, lovable, adorable Asuka.
Yeah.
And now it's like, we kind of still love you, but you kind of crazy and you get a little full of yourself. So calm down. But I still like you, but calm the fuck down. I wonder if this is going to be the time where they fucking pull the trigger and she just goes batshit crazy and get a full-on heel turn. I don't know if that's what's going to happen.
Because she's been heel for a year, but not really.
But not really. Yeah. Are we going to get the
not really? Face, but not really. Yeah. She doesn't say shit. And when she does,
Exótico.
And when she does,
she
says the most standard generic thing, so you don't. It keeps you guessing.
Yeah, it keeps you guessing. So on one hand, I want to lean that way, like, okay, they're going to do something interesting with Asuka or something. On the other hand, I agree with everything you said about Ember Moon. Yeah, they haven't really. Yeah, you said too. Okay, you haven't really developed her. She still acts like a person in regular street clothes, acting like a Mortal Kombat character. What if she loses and she goes crazy and she gets a heel turn, and then boom, all of a sudden, now that she's a heel, she could get more into that fucking Mortal Kombat character. Because it is kind of hard to be a face but still be mystical, creepy, scary. Yeah. So be a heel and be mystical, creepy, scary.
Fuck, I have to delve deep into like the Finn Balor with the demon.
Exactly. So instead of like, I'm Ember Moon from Parts Unknown. Hey, everybody cheer for me. Like, I'm Ember Moon from Parts Unknown, and fuck you. I'm gonna mess you up. Like it fits a little bit better. So. Yeah. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know who's going to win, or if there's going to be status quo, not status quo, change of character, change of not character. Like what?
So you're interested.
I'm more interested.
You said it's hard to pick, but you're going to have to pick. Who you got?
Asuka. They're going to keep it on Asuka.
Okay. Good choice. Keep going.
Ember's going to lose, and either they keep her the way they're going, or they're going to make her do something where she delves into the crazy. Yeah. I mean, hell, we've had those backstage little things where she was so disappointed that she got injured and and she was already kind of looking like, if I don't do this, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Oh fuck, that determination dashed. It could be the same thing like they're doing with fucking Hideo Itami, where Hideo just like, I was supposed to win it. Why didn't I win it? What? Fuck the world.
Or same like Austin from Mania 17. I need to beat you, Rock, to the point that he had to sell his soul to Vince McMahon to win it. Yeah. So maybe Ember, in the process of winning, becomes a heel because she has to go that far to beat her.
And I like what you're saying, to go along with that prediction. I like what you're saying. Dude, you're fixing to have a crop of new women that everybody's going to be introduced to on the 28th or something at the end of the month, that somebody's going to win it. And you know what? It's not necessarily the winner that's going to be the fucking standout. It could be the runner-up or somebody that got bounced in the second round. Yeah, like you have 32 new fresh faces. So you have 32 people. You have 32 chances of picking out one or more new stars. Yeah. So something's going to come out of there. Save that for Asuka. Yeah. So I'm digging that. Let me see here. Robert says Abel beat me to it. Ember could benefit from a full heel turn, then benefit more from a full heel turn than Asuka.
For sure, that'll get me interested in her.
There you go. C Universe, valid point. But if you do that, who would they replace as a top NXT face for the woman?
Ruby Riott.
Ruby Riott 1-on-1.
Okay.
Hey, dude, that match if Asuka's not a face or a heel, Sonya Deville, she's not a face or a heel either. She's an athlete.
Yeah.
It's how she's being built as. Yeah. So how about a kickboxer from Japan against an American athlete?
Yeah.
You don't have to build face versus heels, just money match.
Or pull the trigger on Aaliyah. The Indian shit's going batshit crazy right now.
Yeah. Or that chick that has a military gimmick in the CWC. What's her name?
Well, she's already in the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, guys.
But they debuted a couple years before.
Yeah, you have people you could replace.
Eva Marie.
Bobby Roode defends against Drew McIntyre. What's your anticipation level?
7.
As much as you don't like Roode, you're giving this a 7. I'm impressed.
The reason why?
Defend yourself.
It's an NXT fucking title.
But so by default.
Yeah, like that already gives it. That gives it a little something because NXT main events
it's kind of like on the
takeovers,
SATs, you get like a certain amount of points just
for writing your name. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. So that right there, that's going to give you a little bit extra. You might be able to convince me to talk me down to maybe like a 5 or a 6, but right now I'm going to be Mr. Brightside and say 7.
I could do that easy for you. I am at a 5, and I'll tell you why. As awesome as takeovers have been from the beginning when the network was debuted.
Yeah.
Over 3 years ago?
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Over 3 years ago.
4.
Great.
What is the formula for NXT title matches? You got a newcomer that shows up from the indies. On hey, he finally, after 4 months of beating some decent people, he finally gets an NXT title shot. And what happens the first time he gets a title shot? He wins. Shinsuke Nakamura wins. Finn Balor wins.
Samoa Joe?
No.
KO?
Kevin Owens, first shot, wins. Yeah. Now we got Bobby Roode, first title shot, wins. So how about old Drew? What's going to happen on his first match coming back? He's going to win. I've got Drew McIntyre winning this. That the formula is too flawed. I would be pleasantly surprised if Roode leaves the building with the belt. But NXT laws of...
I would be pleasantly disappointed because, I don't like Bobby Roode, but okay.
Yeah. But
I'll see you 5, and I'll lower you to a 4.
Good.
Oh, my.
Defend yourself.
2 points just for being the NXT title.
Okay.
1 for Drew McIntyre, and 1 for Bobby Roode. I don't... Only because... You know why?
Why?
Because it's a takeover. He's going to have a badass intro. That's it. That's all I'm excited about in the whole match.
Okay.
I was never a Drew McIntyre guy. I was never a 3-man band guy. I don't see the big deal with this guy.
Never a Drew Galloway guy?
Never a Drew Galloway guy. He came back. I've seen some of his matches. They're okay. They're way too short for me. His matches are always really short. And they're to the point. I get it. I love his song. That song sticks in my head. But I don't know, man. I think if you want me to be interested in him again, you got to take him back up to WWE. You know what I mean? Okay. Let him lose here and something to get him drafted.
How?
Because Bobby Roode still needs to make this title run glorious. Keep that shit until Mania.
I got a question here. Is this just me getting in my own head here, or is there this perceived thing out in the IWC where people are like, Drew McIntyre, hell yeah, and people are backing him? Are people backing him, or are they feeling more?
No, they're backing him.
They're backing him.
Yeah.
They are.
They've been that way since he was Drew Galloway.
Okay,
that's NXT sheeple for every new person that comes in, though.
Even then, like,
but there's still people out there. The majority of people are out there. Like, okay, here's. Because on the Josh Ennis show, we always call out hypocrisy, right? Yes. We're fans of the Josh Ennis show. Yes. Although now that he's moved to mornings, we don't get to listen to him. I want to point out a small titch of hypocrisy here.
Okay.
All right. Drew McIntyre used to be a 3-man band, left to TNA. TNA will just,
he was a heavyweight champion in TNA.
He was a heavyweight champion. So let's just say, TNA doesn't count because for the most part, even though he was heavyweight champion, it was when nobody was fucking watching. Yeah. Okay? He comes back, and now people are like, fuck yeah, yes, give him the title. Oh, my God. Yeah. But if Jinder wins the fucking title, we're he was just a job. Oh, he was a 3-man band. A guy from 3-man band shouldn't be. Is that a little bit of hypocrisy there? Is that... I think that might be. Am I stepping out too far on that one?
Yeah, you are, because Jinder came back and won the WWE Heavyweight Championship.
Okay.
He didn't come back and win the NXT Championship.
Okay.
The minor league championship. One would say. So yeah, that's why I get where that you're coming from with that.
Okay.
Because out of all three, I'd rather have Slater win the goddamn championship. I got back in my mind.
Slater's earned it.
Slater costing fucking McIntyre the match on Saturday.
Okay.
Fucking and him being demoted down to NXT and having fucking feud with him down there.
Yeah.
There's no stupid shit like that. Because from what I've read, they're talking about some demotions and stuff like that, but like not calling them demotions. Kind of like how Benoit saw it as a demotion whenever he was moved to ECW.
Yeah.
But they were like, no, dude, we want you to enhance them.
He would have been the centerpiece.
Yeah, exactly.
He was actually going to be the one to win the belt.
Yeah.
And have Punk chase Benoit. Oh,
dude, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, don't get me started.
And then Kevin Sullivan killed him. But anyway,
don't lean on me. He's your friend. Don't get me involved.
Yeah, dude, I don't care about this match. I'm hoping that there's another match that we're not talking about yet, but there's not.
Yeah,
right?
Takeovers are normally 5 matches.
2 hours.
Did you watch anything from NXT that caught your attention? No? Yeah, that's it.
Only Larkin?
Oh, yes. Only
no,
Larkin.
that could be added to Takeover.
Oh.
They haven't announced anything. But since we're on the topic, before we get there, overall anticipation for what we have so far as NXT Takeover.
8. I'm very optimistic because I always do this to myself. I always tell myself that I'm not psyched up for NXT Takeover, and then I'm like, yeah, it was badass. There's only been like one of them where I was like, oh, all right, it was okay for the most part.
San Antonio, wasn't it?
I think it might have been San Antonio, but for the most part, especially on the big 4 besides San Antonio, they deliver, especially at SummerSlam. I think last year the SummerSlam was better.
The Takeover 1 was Brooklyn like quality over quantity. Like nobody saw that shit coming. That was Bayley Sasha 1. Yeah. And that was Samoa Joe versus Baron Corbin.
No. Oh yeah, it was
Kevin Jushin Owens. Thunder Liger against Prince Pretty.
Yeah.
Nobody saw that. Yeah, that set the bar really high.
Kevin Owens
Finn Balor ladder match.
Yeah. So that was a fucking takeover of all takeovers. Last year's SummerSlam was pretty good. I think that's why it overshadowed Brooklyn.
It was better than Takeover. Not to say it was good because Takeover was good too. Takeover was good too. That was Gargano against Revival. The DIY against Revival.
I think the point Arnold's trying to make is that they've built up enough positive equity in the fact that, takeovers are good.
They're going to deliver.
The takeovers are good. So even if you were to like take the math of all the matches that we had individually and you were average them out, and it probably wouldn't be as high as what you said. I'm kind of right there with you, dude. Just because it's a takeover, I'm going with an 8. I want to see it. I want to be surprised. Some of these things I rated a little bit lower, like the Aleister Black match. I got it at an 8, but we discussed there's things that can happen that'll make me, that was better than I thought.
For sure.
The Wiz match, there's things that we're all kind of like, I don't know, things could suck. But man, if there's a heel turn, a big title change, something happens, oh shit, that could exceed our expectations. Yeah. So, there's room for expectations to be exceeded, and there's room because it's NXT TakeOver and they like to steal the show. They're trying to compete with SummerSlam, little friendly competition there. Somebody might do something. So yeah, I'm in an 8. Cool. What about you?
10. I'm going to be biased tonight, obviously, because I'm not going to be in this zip code in the next 12 hours.
Yep.
So it's one thing. If I would have probably been at a 9 if I was sitting here with one of y'all or at DZW or at a friend's house watching this.
Yeah.
I've got seats on the lower level, bro. It's 10.
Oh, yeah.
It's 10. Like there's
hard camera or the other side.
I'm staring at the entrance ramp.
Oh, fuck yeah. I sat that way for Night of Champions. Oh man, that was awesome!
Those are my seats for Survivor Series Raw and SmackDown here. Also, I'm trying to get I could say it because my nephew doesn't watch this. I'm gonna try to surprise him by getting ringside seats for Takeover here.
Nice. So nobody tell his nephew. All right, Ascension, welcome to the show. He's making fun of us. He says, "Bullet Club theme tonight or what?"
With the next Bullet Club leader in the middle.
That's exactly what I said. What is Abel trying to say with that CM Punk shirt? Is Punk joining the Bullet Club? Hey guys, what up, Too Sweet Me?
I did it before you even asked. I guarantee you he's wearing his Bullet Club shirt.
He probably is.
And jacking off.
Ooh.
Can I watch?
What? All right. Hector says, no, this is a good question here that Hector poses here about NXT.
A listener with a good question? The fuck you say?
Not Hector, too. Yeah, of course. He says, do you see it as NXT building up their undercard than their main event?
Yeah.
Building up their undercard rather than their main event.
Dude, there's more hype to their undercard than their main event on this one. Okay. This one, I think they're relying too much on the fact that it's a belt for the belt.
you know what? I think there's another aspect of that main event that I want to highlight here from this past week's NXT.
Okay.
You know, Regal's out there with Champ and Challenger, and they're talking, hey, the security's out there, don't put your hands on each other, blah, 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 blah. But then out comes Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong comes out and says, hey, I still want my, chance against Bobby Roode. I still want to put my hands on him, blah, blah, blah. And, Regal's trying to shut him down, like, no, I told you to go to the back and, get out of here, right? But somehow they started goading each other into matches. Bobby Roode was like, no, man, I got this. You want to fight me? You want to fight me? Okay, fine, you'll get to me. But you got to go through that guy first. Oh, okay. So it's like, all right, definite freaking wrestling thing. You can tell what the hell's happening here. It's going to be like a three-way or something. No. Here's the weird-ass stipulation that winds up getting put onto that. Bobby says, okay, if you want to fight me, you got to get through Drew Galloway next week, which would be tonight. All right. Once you get through with Drew Galloway, McIntyre. Once you get through McIntyre, if you beat McIntyre, then you get me after TakeOver, and I'll put up my title. Okay, cool.
He played everybody like sock puppets in that segment.
Did he just either A, spoiler, I'm still going to be the champ after TakeOver, or B, hey, we're going to set up a match for a match that's not going to be a title. And it's like, oh, I don't
know.
care.
Option C, he played both them. He played all three of them some bitches by giving Drew McIntyre a warm-up match that Bobby Roode's not going to have, so that there's a chance that Drew can get hurt leading into the TakeOver match. He played all of them like suckers.
True, but why then agree to say that, hey, I'm going to fight you after and still put up my title? I don't know. It was just a weird stipulation.
He'll worry about later. Right now, he's reaping the benefits.
Okay, so that's not going to play into this match going into TakeOver at all in your mind. No, you no. Yeah. Okay, fine.
That didn't even add to my intrigue. In fact, I might have even made it go lower.
Oh, shit.
All right. Is that it?
I don't think TakeOver plays to their undercard. I think TakeOver, for the most part, they've done a pretty good job of balancing their show. Like, there's WrestleManias where the main events are fucking sick, but the first 2 hours are blah. Yeah. And then there's examples like WrestleMania 21 where you have Taker Orton, HBK, Kurt Angle, Ray versus Eddie. The Money in the Bank ladder match, that undercard is probably one of the most solidest undercards in WrestleMania history. The main events, you forget that Cena goes through JBL in 10 minutes because Hulk Hogan took 30 minutes to pose in the ring, and then Batista Triple H is Batista and Triple H, but fucking Motorhead, So TakeOver does a good job from the beginning when you click to the end when you pause. That holy fuck, those 2 hours are gonna be hard to top tomorrow.
Yeah, TakeOver makes stars, dude. TakeOver makes stars.
Every match feels like it's on there for a fucking purpose, even if it's built in the last minute, like Black and Tommy. Yeah. Holy shit, that's on there in a week. Oh, it's gonna be good.
Watching, I always say this, but watching the show Breaking Ground on the network tells you that exactly what you just said. Every match that's on TakeOver fucking earned it. They earned to be on there because there's a fuck ton of people at the Performance Center. There's a shitload of people at Full Sail. If you get to go to the fucking to the TakeOver because you earned that fucking spot.
Okay, they even split their NXT brand in half to do house shows. Like they have enough roster where they can have like one title match at one house show and then another title match at the other on the same day. They have that many people.
Something about NXT here I like to bring up. It's not necessarily related to TakeOver. The Street Profits, they debuted this past week.
Montez Ford is definitely the HBK of the group.
Okay, why?
He's oozing charisma.
And Angelo Dawkins,
the only setback to that is I've seen enough of Angelo Dawkins doing the same character on his own where I'm like
James Harden.
Yeah, where I'm like, you know what? That's going to catch on soon. And now it's going to catch on. So it's like if they compete with each other to see who's the coolest, they're both going to be good.
Was it a mistake for them to debut them right before TakeOver? Or is that going to be a match that they just throw on the card, them versus somebody?
No.
Okay, no. Then I pose the question to you again. Was it a mistake to have them before TakeOver?
No,
why not debut people after TakeOver?
Because you plant seeds beforehand so you don't sell the farm after fucking takeover. So everyone like didn't blow their load and they're fuck. What do we start on storylines? What do we have left? It's okay. Yeah, we brought these guys in. Hey, we brought those guys in. We did this.
Yeah,
we did that.
It's usually the Raw after WrestleMania when you have people show up and come back and this and that. It's not the Raw right before WrestleMania.
You know why you do it?
Why?
It's to gauge how the audience will receive it. And case in point, where the fans in the front row that had that Solo Cup sign already, like they already recognize. Like when you have promo videos, like when you see Mr. Perfect building up to his debut and he home run on his first swing, 3-pointer in his first shot, hole in one on his first stroke.
My childhood died when I found out that he didn't do those on the first tape.
But presented, like you already have an impression when you see him when he walks out with the towel over his neck and he spits his gum and high fives it. It's like in the first 5 seconds, oh, that's a dick. Boom! You've seen the videos every week of them like, welcome to the VIP lounge, and some scrubs like, hey man, you mean the little elevator's like, oh, the big elevator's like, what? I was like, they know it's a shtick. But they're enjoying themselves and they're having fun and they have their own little thing. They're high fives that sound like sign language on crack. It's everything's funny about them, but it's entertaining.
I gotta say,
the fans already made up their mind. They made up their mind for the booking. Hey, you know what? These are good guys. Don't fuck it up.
So I do have to say that I agree with the fact that I like them. I like what they did. I like who they were. Who the fuck were those guys that they fought?
The Metro Brothers. Mario and Luigi.
Yeah, or fucking Deuce and Domino Part 2. Like, what the fuck?
You
didn't see it? Oh, man. It was,
Were they good in the ring?
They're okay. I mean, they just dropped out. They dropped out to the finisher.
Well, they dropped out.
No, you meant the Street Profits. What was their finish?
Dawkins did a frog splash, but I think Montez did something to set up the...
like a combo kind of
thing. They were good together.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, they had chemistry, but... Yeah, we had I kind of want to see more and get more build out of fucking Deuce and Domino Part 2.
They're gonna tape an episode of NXT before this takeover. Bet that Street Profits are gonna be out there in Brooklyn.
So is the Velveteen Dream
to get.
That's the guy who I'm kind of bummed that isn't gonna be on this, but because
maybe
they're not ready.
Exactly, you debut them beforehand to set up the next level of talent,
and especially the takeover, the taping of the episode before takeover. You're giving them like their first day on the job or their second day on the job. You're going to put them in front of the CEOs of the company, and if they can impress the CEOs, all right, we know what we're going to do with you. So if Street Profits and Velveteen Dream can get over in fucking Brooklyn, they're set. If they fail. Because NXT, those crowds, those NXT crowds, those indie wrestling crowds in New York City, if they hate something, you best believe they're gonna tell you. Especially on the SummerSlam side, as opposed to Takeover, there's still kind of that sport respect for NXT. They're gonna be crapping on a lot of WWE. That's why I'm thinking again this year, Takeover, quality over quantity, especially presentation. When you hear the fans into everything, as opposed to probably half the place is gonna boo for Jinder, even though the other half's gonna be really strong. Because But quality over quantity, dude, Takeovers in a minute.
Juan, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight, Juan.
How many people are here tonight?
Juan says, "What it do, Bullet Crew?"
What is that? 123?
Yeah, 123.
Oh yeah, I see him leaving comments on the stuff all the time. Fucking badass name.
Yes.
If you've learned anything from the NWO, there's always room for more.
Everyone in this apartment's in the Bullet Club.
Apparently, yes. Now we are.
Got the Bullet Babes out there on the couch falling asleep.
All right. Is that it for NXT talk?
Hell no.
No, there's still more NXT talk. Goddamn.
Birch Lorcan 2.
That's right. I had mentioned that and I forgot that.
Man, they fucking throw hands.
Match the week
They don't even wrestle. They throw hands.
That's a match the week candidate for sure.
Sure. Not pick.
Oh fuck no. Oh boy. We got some stories to tell you.
All right. Match the week candidate. Since I didn't watch any New Japan stuff, for me, match of the week pick. There you go. I like it. Another hard-hitting affair between both of them. I love the story of the respect between the competitors in this match.
Respect.
You know, where hey, go ahead after the match. Hey, go ahead and shake my hand. No, you know what? I'm mad at you.
You mean we went through all this shit? You're not gonna shake my hand, bitch?
And then it's like, okay, you know what? I'm man up. I'm going to shake your hand.
One guy was
you're like,
one guy was very excited to shake the other guy's hand.
Yes, apparently.
It was an optical illusion. Yes. He has to take his trunks back to the trunk store.
Yes. But man, I loved the story. After coming right after a really, really good match, just like their first one, where it's just hard hitting, like, God, you were wincing in pain when you saw the.
So this was 3, right?
This was 2.
This is 2.
Why did I think that was 3
Birch
already?
had that delay after the pinfalls. Like, wait,
did I fucking win?
beat him?
Yeah.
I
don't know why I thought this was the third one.
No, this was just the second one. If they could
that
throw the third one
on
NXT,
would you rather see a third one or them just team?
Third one.
You know what, man? I don't know, because I was thinking that because they look the same.
Because the tag team division is weak.
Yes, and one of them's from America, one of them's from Great Britain. All right, sure, let's do it. Yeah,
the Allied Powers part 2.
We have too many big bitches in the tag division. Sanity, Authors of Pain, Heavy Machinery. We don't have enough technical bruisers.
And that's what
especially with Ciampa Gargano out. We need somebody to refill that, dude.
I would love for them to be a team of just no bullshit, just technical, let's hit them kind of guys. Kind of fill the void that Revival
no flips, just kicks.
Yeah. But
what would you rather pick? Round 3 or team them?
Selfishly, I would say round 3 because I just want to see. I want to see him fight, dude. I enjoy watching him fight because I'll never forget. I was gonna rewind. I was gonna fast forward, and Yard was like, "Don't." All right.
That was the first one.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Hold on. I gotta give props here to Juan23. He just said this. Literally fast forwarded through SmackDown, watched it Cliff Note style just so I can make it to your show, and I was still late. Oh, well, you could catch the first part.
SmackDown, fuck you, because they do the whole thing where you have to do the commercial, but you can still watch the match. So you're like, I still fast forward, but I contemplate not fast forwarding.
Yeah, well, I've not been fast forwarding through those, but I probably should. The little picture-in-picture.
Yeah, I stream it, so I can't. I have to watch it.
If it's important enough, they would not put a commercial break in there.
Yeah. But they still didn't put a commercial break in the main event.
Which is what I always loved that Raw did the Nitro. Raw didn't do the Nitro did. That Raw never would cut away during the middle of a match. I hate it. I hate
after
that
the matches
now.
or the commercials.
Even on NXT, when they cut away for 30 seconds, I fucking hate it. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
I lose interest real fast.
That's enough of NXT.
Yeah. Enough of NXT.
Let's take a little break from the WWE machine.
Woo!
Lucha Underground!
All right, Lucha. We're still in the Cueto Cup.
Oh, fuck are we?
Man. Dude, my daughter was 1 when it started.
I can't wait till we get to the end of this Lucha Underground topic.
Match of the week candidate.
That's what I was going to say.
You
guys were talking about it.
Which?
You asked me which match? Jeremiah Crane versus Mil Muertes. Oh my God.
Tell me. I have not seen.
You haven't seen this? Okay, fine. Match starts before it even starts.
Okay.
Jeremiah Crane's fixing to come out there. Mil Muertes is like, runs out, attacks him, and they're fighting all over the fucking temple. They're getting thrown through fences and, fucking all over the place.
They go to commercial break. The first thing when you come back from commercial break is the announcers going, they're brawling around. I don't know where they are. And then while they do that, they pan around the crowd and right through the wall, poof, Crane flies through. Dude, WWF, no mercy, bitch.
Oh, fuck.
Dude.
Hell yeah.
They got him on top of Dario's office, which we've seen that before, where somebody gets slammed through Dario's office. That's happened 2 or 3 times already.
Into the office?
And they go into the office. That's happened 2 or 3 times. This time, that didn't happen, but they teased it. Yeah. And I like that because we've seen it before. So they're like, nope, gotcha. And then they kept fighting around more places. I'm like, all right, cool. When they got more towards the ringside area and Mil Muertes picks up Jeremiah and tosses him over the announcer's table, over Vampiro and over Matt Striker into the row behind him.
Grabbed Striker and pushed him out of the way so he wouldn't get hit.
Duck, bitch! Fuck. It was crazy. And I was thinking, well, certainly.
Can't top that.
No. Certainly, this is no contest. Both of them lost. They're out of the tournament. Certainly. Yes, that's exactly what I thought it was. Like, okay, no. Because Dario Cueto said there must be a winner because it's his tournament. The referees are like, I'll allow it, I guess. And it just kept getting more and more brutal. We had fucking chairs coming in there. It just
he throws Muertes into the chairs, and then he does the victory lap to do the drop kick. And right when he gets to the aisle where Muertes is at, he pops up and spears him out of his fucking mohawk.
Yeah.
Oh shit, biscuit. Damn.
You know what? Damn. Now I'm wondering if I should renege on my match of the week pick being Lorcan versus Birch and
you should rewatch that word. You just said that sounded very.
Shut up.
I was like, what?
Fuck you, Artie. Man, I don't know, man. You know what? Either way,
I was surprised whenever you said that the Baldies are your pick of the week, because I'm like, on our chat, you were like, oh, man,
yeah, I did say that y'all needed to check out that match.
Yeah,
I did.
So
you know what? I flip flopped. Okay, fine. I'm gonna go with that match. Boom, there.
Shit, what else? Another match that was just as good though.
Yeah, what else happened on Lucha Underground, Chris?
Cero Miedo against Tejano.
Which I'm like, yeah, Pentagon, hell yeah, but Tejano.
Tejano's a lot more interesting now because of the whole 4-2-3 get fame. Which, sure enough, at the end of the night, Tejano loses. You know, Pentagon.
He's got to have a sacrifice.
He's gonna have to kill somebody. And just when he's about to kill Tejano's arm, stop! Yosemite Sam with the tan comes out. It's like, no, don't do this, please. He's my client. I need him healthy.
He makes me money.
So
Pentagon super kicks him out of his freaking suit.
I'm breaking your arm.
He breaks the kid's arm
for a second time because that happened in season 1.
Yeah.
So he's broken both of his arms.
Well, it was the same arm.
And then he's leaving, and poor Brenda.
Brenda was like, "Oh my God, oh, I'm sorry, baby." I'm like, oh, we about breaking up.
I'm not done yet. He broke her arm, dude.
That definitely will not happen in the WWE.
Yeah, that would not happen. Poor Brenda. Poor Brenda. So now they're both going to be all broke arm. But hey, they're still getting money out of the guy that just lost in the tournament. Yeah. So what the you know what was interesting? That new FBI agent that like showed up and who is apparently a part of this mystical order we're learning more and more about, that somehow
the part of the wrestling show that's not wrestling.
That's not wrestling. Somehow he's a part of an order that's trying to usher in the gods into this world. And you remember the undercover cop? The undercover cop that was trying to just bust him because it's an underground fight club. No, apparently his boss knows about this the gods coming back and taking over the earth, and this is part of this club ushering in.
They brought that up in the first season.
Yeah.
This is from the beginning, bro.
This has been a slow fucking burn.
Yeah, that's a slow burn.
Yeah. Well, apparently the Gauntlet allowed Cage to get inhabited by a god, and through that power is a power he used to kill the congressman, or not congressman, councilman. Yeah. It's like, wait, what the hell? So like this story is getting deeper.
That's not even the part that I like the most. The part that I like the most is the chief, the woman that has half the bag, half the medallion. They've already showed that. She's in the room with Katrina, who has the other half. And dude, Robert Rodriguez, that camera work in the distance to complete the whole medallion look.
That was beautiful.
Revealing that the police chief is Katrina's mom, and Katrina's flirting both dimensions.
Ay, Dios mío! What the hell is happening?
Dude, this is like straight up supernatural Buffy vampire shit,
Not
dude.
only is she her mom, but she's immortal, but so's Katrina.
She brought Katrina back.
She brought Katrina back to life because of the 2 fucking pieces of the pendant. So if you get rid of the piece of the pendant, you're not immortal anymore, but she said, I don't mind dying now, but I want you to die, but I'm good. She's still manipulating her somehow. What the fuck? And like all that somehow ties into the fact that Jeremiah Crane has the hots for her. But
who doesn't?
But like she's trying to manipulate Mill because Mill thinks that he's in love with Katrina, but Katrina's just using him. But
after the match,
what the hell is going on?
After the match when Mill beat Crane, Katrina, instead of doing her kiss of death when she like licks up Jeremiah's face, she actually Frenched him.
She kissed him,
and Mill's like,
"Oh hell no!
Don't you see me right here? Like really? I'm like 200 pounds bigger than you, and I got 8 inches. Why you want this guy?
You're gonna cheat on me in front of my face? Oh hell no! He about to die, and he killed him again. He got him killed.
Wow.
My favorite entertaining show is this because half of it doesn't even involve men in stretchy pants or a squared circle. It's just
See Universe. He says this. ... What the hell?
Yeah. My reactions are the same. I'm just like.
There's the first 2 seasons are on Netflix right now. I want to say by October, the whole 3rd season will be on Netflix, and you'll have all that time.
Yeah.
Well, that's by that time, season 4 will start.
No, season 4 hasn't taped yet, and that's where shit gets interesting because half the guys are gone.
Yeah. Ricochet is gone. Mundo's probably going to be gone.
Pentagon and Phoenix are gone.
Phoenix are for sure gone.
Pentagon and Phoenix are already gone. Drago's already flirting with TNA.
Yeah.
Taya had a car accident. She's like fucked right now, so I don't even know if she's what she's gonna be doing. Dude, season 4, if it goes,
not to mention once I'm pretty sure Vince saw how good some of these people are. He did a talent raid. He's gonna be. We let Ava go because she told the truth about Bill DeMott. Bring that bitch back there.
Yeah, Bill DeMott was a jackass anyway. Come on.
Yeah.
You have bigger tits than Bill DeMott anyway. Come on. That's it for Lucha, man.
All right, let's get to the beefy stuff.
Oh, wait. No, not that beefy stuff. The other beefy stuff that was apparently requested. Hector, I want NJPW.
That's what we're doing. Yeah, that's the beef. That's the Kobe beef, baby.
Oh, that made me.
Everybody wants kung fu fight.
That's racist. Now you're just being borderline racist.
So during the
kicks are fast as lightning.
Yes.
Right, motherfucker.
During the Lucha Underground talk,
we're gonna bring down the money.
You were quiet. I have to be quiet during the New Japan talk because I haven't watched any of that. So you two, go at it.
Boy,
what's your match of the week from New Japan? Because I know your match of the week's on New Japan.
Yes, don't do this to me. I am going to say,
and it better be right.
Did you watch the entire match? Yes, don't give me Cliff Note bullshit because you out.
He was in
there will be a hologram of Travis next week.
When I was watching all these matches,
I was driving, so I couldn't see.
And I was like, oh my God! Woo! Every fucking 5 minutes.
So what was it?
Okada Omega 3, man. Dude, that match.
Whoa!
Yeah, I thought after the 3 matches because I'll be honest, the 3 matches that I saw were they're all Omega matches, right?
Did you? You never saw Wrestle Kingdom?
No. I'm talking about over the weekend.
Yeah,
the weekend. The 3 matches that they allowed to put up, whatever. Because I watched that shit through the Facebook pages and whatever. The match that Omega fought before Okada, he fought
Naito.
You mean
Naito?
Okay, that was the final.
That was no.
That was the final. You saw it different.
Yeah, before Okada, who did he fight?
You mean Tama Tonga? Omega and Tama Tonga?
Tama Tonga, yeah.
That one with the cliff notes that you saw.
That one was badass. So again, I guess maybe I've only watched 2 or whatever. Fuck it. Both matches that I saw were fucking flawless, dude. Kenny Omega, like I told you, Kenny Omega versus Okada had everything that Kenny Omega Okada 2 had condensed. And that made it fucking beautiful because there was no rest breaks.
2 was an hour long.
2 was an hour long.
Okay.
So you got 2, bam, fucking condensed into 1. You have the fucking no breaks, everything just doom.
How long was this one?
30 minutes.
Okay.
And for
25 actually.
And you had the payoff of Kenny winning. But just because after the matches were over, I initially wanted to say
Gaijin.
I wanted to say
Hector says it's evil before Okada.
Okay, then maybe that's the one that's the one I saw that I was like, oh yeah. But no, dude. The match between Kenny Omega and Naito, dude, the last 20 minutes of that match were pure fucking art.
The DDT onto the post when they're both on the top rope. The DDT onto the post, and then Omega on top of the top turnbuckle, picking up freaking Naito for a super power bomb from the top rope, and then reverse it to a
dude, that whole sequence, I was just like, well, I should have taken my shirt off, dude. I was fucking wild.
What was this?
No, I didn't take my shirt off, but figuratively I did.
Oh, okay.
I took my pants off figuratively. Dude, these matches.
No, I saw you do that.
Yeah, dude, but you
sent me the picture.
The Omega Okada match, dude, that I cannot find a flaw in that match. That match was fucking perfect, dude.
Was it better than 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
because you guys have been advocating saying that I need to see it because both of you guys want to put it on the match of the year list.
But I haven't seen part 1. but I haven't seen part 1. So
we have part 1 on the list.
That's already on the list.
Yeah, right. Which you haven't seen either. It was just me and Travis that saw that.
Right.
Okay.
Number 1's on the list.
So I'm campaigning for 2.
You want number 2 on the list, not having seen number 1.
Yes.
Having seen both of them, and then this match.
All 3.
This match is easily better than both of them.
Really?
Because it had everything number 2 had, but it had one other thing.
And what is that? A finish?
It had plausibility.
Plausibility.
Here's what I mean.
Okay.
Kenny couldn't beat freaking Okada in a 60-minute match. Why the fuck is he going to beat Okada in a 30-minute match? How? Yeah. You know how? I need to find out which listener posted when I asked what was your favorite match of the tournament. We had one reply, and he said Okada versus Suzuki.
Yeah,
I'll tell you exactly.
That's Okada versus Suzuki. I saw that match today.
Yeah,
that was the match that was in a draw.
Yeah,
dude, Suzuki, like, fuck, man. Those guys,
right?
That's E Honda. They beat the shit out of each other so much that Okada couldn't even crawl to get the 3 count. This was about a week before the final of that A block, which was Okada Omega.
Yeah.
So you have this entire month of strong style wrestling that has gotten through Okada like fucking like a hot knife through butter. He's showing a lot of wear in this match. He's got tape over his shoulders. The first thing the announcer said, that's a bullseye for Omega that he's gonna take.
That drop,
dude, he was chopping him right there, dude. Yeah, dude. And that face that Abel just made, I was making throughout about 40 minutes. He did almost the entire match.
He did this one drop kick on him, directly onto where it looked like he had a bullseye.
It literally, the commentators literally were worried. Rocky Romero, who is a beacon of light on commentary.
Oh, you saw it in English?
That's how the 3-man team works best. You have your straight guy, you have your smart ass, and you have the wrestling experienced guy. And all 3 of them were magnificent together. Rocky Romero, dude, he needs to replace Percy Watson on NXT like yesterday.
Okay.
Dude, Rocky Romero was saying it once or twice when Omega did the reverse Rana on the apron and then fell on the floor. It's like, we need to stop this match. Okada could die.
I was thinking that. Dude.
The commentators were literally saying the shit that was in my head. Like, oh man, you know, and that actually, I'm gonna bring that point up later on. But dude, they did such a good job. This is another example, like I mentioned a few weeks ago, where if you want to show somebody something to get into wrestling,
that match.
Everyone does the job for you. So instead of you spending half of the time trying to describe to you what the match is, and you're not paying attention, I'm also not paying attention. We can just sit back, Netflix, and chill and watch the whole shit. And you finish the match knowing you finish the match the hard on going, yep, that's good. Yeah,
okay. And that's what that was. Matches, especially Omega Naito, or go back to what I said. You do not need a storyline to put on a fucking hell of a match. The Okada Omega one, you needed it for it to be elevated to up to those 3. But you take all that away, and that was still one of the best wrestling matches I've probably ever seen.
The bell rings, and the first thing I hear from the commentators is that so far this year, Omega and Okada have wrestled for a total of 117 minutes.
God damn.
That was before the 30 minutes.
And that was before the 30 minutes started.
So
they did such a good job of painting the picture for me that even if I was in the dark, I could see what's on the wall.
And my example is I watched these matches in Japanese. So I was literally purely.
I saw the Okada Suzuki in Japanese. Oh, Suzuki!
I saw the condensed version in Japanese too. Dude, fuck. That's why I say, dude, I got no storytelling. I'm telling you, if that was my first time watching them, Okada and Omega, that's easily my match of the year. Easily, dude.
Really?
Easily. That match, I think I thought I tagged you in it to watch it. That match was fucking beautiful.
Damn.
But man, the final was like right here to it, dude, like this. Because I'm telling you, it had a slow start. I'll give it that. It had like I always tell you about any matches. To me, I don't like any slow starts, but I get them. I'm saying you don't have to like something to get it. So I get it. I'm like, oh, cool. They compete. They get each other. They're filling each other out, and they started off because they finished strong. And boy, they finished strong.
My only flaw on that match is for it being a rematch from last year's G1 final, they shouldn't have been feeling each other out.
Naito and Omega?
Yeah, Naito and Omega. Last year, we had these messages last year. I was sending you pictures of Omega doing the helo over the ring, over the rail onto Naito that was laid out on a table and all this crazy shit that they did. This was last year. They don't break. Oh, hell no. They're IKEA tables, dude. They're gonna die after you do.
Yeah.
And dude, so I've seen them wrestle before. I know what they can do. I know how crazy it can get. As funny as it was, like faking the collar and elbow tie up and then Naito doing the flip and everything.
Yeah.
We fans that have been watching this entire month have already seen that every match this month. This is a rematch for a title shot at Wrestle Kingdom. Yeah. This should have been a continuance of Naito versus Tanahashi and Omega versus Okada, where they're already at 9,000 RPMs in 6th gear. They should already be going. For that match to be 50 minutes long.
Yeah, it was long.
And for that other reason, I'm single-handedly, dude. Okada, Omega 3, story, action, commentary, everything.
The cherry on the top in August. That Kenny Omega is the fucking man. He is the man right now, dude.
I'll go one step further. I know it's going to be blasphemous me saying this, but I'm the guy that likes the hot take. At this moment, right now, if WWE were to sign Kenny Omega, he's on SmackDown. No NXT. I'm not saying he's done what AJ's done in his career for him to bypass the NXT tutorials, but right now with that, he's platinum. You're not putting that under the mattress. You're putting that in the bank. So you're not wasting it away in NXT. You're putting him on the main roster. You're running.
He's on Raw, and he's elevating Raw to the fucking stratosphere.
Omega Nakamura next year's SummerSlam. Give it to me.
Yeah.
Damn.
But that's a super show. So, hey, you can make that happen. You can find a way to make that happen. I'm still surprised there's no fucking cross matches for SummerSlam this year.
It might be Survivor Series.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
But, dude, these – oh, my God.
My match of the week pick is Omega Okada 3.
All right.
I want to get with the listeners on this because I'm so far out of this entire group of the four of us, I'm the only one that has watched all three. And if we already have, as a show – Okada Omega from Wrestle Kingdom Part 1, I will easily overturn that, take that off the list, and put Part 3 on our list.
I still really want Abel to watch Part 2.
I want him to watch everything to understand how you get.
I want to watch Part 1
so that you can understand timeline-wise. This is how you get from point A to point B to point C.
Correct.
You can't. If you just watch number 3 without knowing anything, you're not going to realize how we got there. It's not going to mean as much by 3 guys telling you as an announced team. You need to see it. As a wrestling fan, you need to see 1, 2, and 3.
What I did was the equivalent. It was because I actually did it in real life. I watched The Dark Knight, The Dark Knight Rises, but I never watched Batman Begins.
Dick.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did so far with these matches. So it's like, man, I love, but I feel like I don't have that full appreciation because I didn't see the first match. So I need to watch that first match. Like for years, I could not say The Dark Knight was one of my favorite movies because I didn't have any context of The Dark Knight. I just saw I'm a kid who knows his comics, knows his Batman, and knows why I'm supposed to like it. So in my mind, I didn't need to watch Batman Begins, the original one. I was wrong. I was wrong because on Part 3, you needed to know all that shit from Part 1. So for this match on Omega, you needed to know all this shit, which I don't know. So I'm like, oh man, it's itching me more to watch the first one.
You guys in the chat that are New Japan specific,
I see this.
Let me know if you feel the same way. If we need to put number 3 on the list and take out number 1.
See, Universe says this. Can we just count the trilogy as one match?
Oh shit!
You know what the problem is when it comes to December and we all sit down on the couch. That's 2 hours right off the bat.
Just with those 2 guys.
So no. And that's another reason why I can appreciate the condensed. You got like everything.
There was
in 25 minutes.
There was a What Culture article and video of, is this the best trilogy of all time already?
Damn.
Yeah. Think about these competitors. Austin Rock.
Damn.
I'm gonna have to pull the Travis card here. This is close, but there's nothing. Nothing is gonna top Ric Flair Steamboat. Nothing, because that's a different time.
Yeah.
For each generation is going to have a different time. The 80s is going to have your Steamboat Flair. Your late 90s, early 2000s is going to have Austin versus The Rock from WrestleMania. Because Austin Rock is not 1, 2, 3.
No.
Austin Rock is freaking Survivor Series. It's freaking the night after Survivor Series. Backlash. Judgment Day. They've done Survivor Series team of WCW versus dude. It's not just 1, 2, 3.
All right.
So, but dude, for this generation, good fucking luck because that.
All right, Hector was saying all kinds of stuff in here while you were doing this. He said Omega versus Naito was the match of the week, so he already doesn't agree with you.
Okay,
but he was saying Naito.
Like I said, the last 20 minutes of that match were fucking probably the best wrestling I've ever seen. It was fucking perfect, but all 30 minutes before all 30 minutes of the Kenny Omega Okada match were fucking on point.
Okay.
By math.
Juan says that's my match of the week too. I think he was in response to Hector, unless he was in response to what you guys were saying. I'm not sure. And then it was Evil before Okada. Then the pile driver to the floor from the announcer table.
Yes. Oh my god, that fucking looked bad. It looked good bad. That shit was brutal.
And then what about the WTF moment with Shibata returning?
Oh,
I just saw that clip on the way over here.
I saw it before I watched one of the matches. Before I saw the second the Naito match. You told me about him that his brain is basically fucking mush, right?
Yeah.
He's like,
I need, now that G1's over and there's like space in the middle, I want to make an effort to go back and watch Okada defend the title against Katsuyori Shibata, where he did the headbutts, where you can hear the sound of the brain of the heads colliding, and you can see the audience going, "This isn't pro wrestling anymore."
Yeah,
and that's the point that I was getting across.
Face,
that's the point I was getting across earlier with the Okada match when the announcers were saying, "Hey, you need to check this out. The refs need to stop this or call it off because Okada could die." And I'm gonna hate in the moment. I was like, "Dude, that's fucking badass storytelling." Before the match is over and Okada's looking over with those Shipley glazed eyes, I was thinking, fuck, man. We had this conversation in the beginning about wrestlers passing away and having these like special edition episodes of television. Even now, in 2017, it's still too soon after Mitsuharu Misawa dying in the ring, having his brain detached from his spine after a back body drop suplex. It's still too soon to have a moment like that where you literally see someone die and literally like the body's dead, the soul is dead, but the body just needs to hit the ground.
Yeah,
like it's still so awkward. So it's weird.
I've seen that one. You're talking
having
about
so much respect for and liking all these matches, knowing that 6 months from now or a year from now we could have more than one guy end up like Katsuyori Shibata, where he's alive. Awesome. I hope that's all he is. If he's a wrestler, dude, every match is cringeworthy to the point where if you feel a certain way about this, it could turn you off from New Japan. It could turn you off from pro wrestling. It could turn you off from UFC. It could turn you off from everything.
That's where I'm getting at. And that's why I say, I'm going to hate saying this, but New Japan will never be WWE because WWE takes care of its fucking people. And going to Japan, they kill themselves, dude.
And going to that point, the next person that I see WWE signing is Kazuchika Okada. Not just because he's got tenure, because he trained at the dojo, because he's got championships under his belt, because he's wrestled Nakamura and he's wrestled Tanahashi and he's wrestled Naito and wrestled Omega. He's got, and not to say in a derogatory way in this conversation, he's got a Bobby Roode style. He has a safe style.
He has
the craziest thing that he does is he barely makes it over the rail just to do a crossbody splash. Just to do a splash. And the dude's already sitting down, so he has a net there. And then when he does the torrential downpour, which is basically the Rainmaker is one, but if he doesn't let go and he keeps going, that's torrential downpour. But that's the most he does. He doesn't do high spots. He doesn't do stiff shit unless the match with Suzuki where he
like this, he didn't fucking make. He almost didn't make it.
The fucking slap fest with Suzuki, Okada Suzuki. The last like 15 minutes was just nothing but like bitch. But Okada doesn't do strong style. He does what he would transition a lot quicker in the WWE than Nakamura, than Itami, even Styles to a point, because the last year and a half he's been running that schedule. And again with Balor also, I would not be surprised if the next guy WWE signs is Okada because of the style.
I got a question from myself. And there's also a question in the chat here from Hector, and then we're gonna cut it off on New Japan. We need to move on. We need to move on to SummerSlam. Okay, my question is, you guys are explaining this that some of this stuff could be cringeworthy. This guy coming back, I don't really know too much about it, but this feels to me maybe a little bit, and I might be off on this, a little bit like back in the day. Hardcore, bloody, all that shit was fucking awesome, and I'd mark the fuck out for hardcore stuff. But if I were to go back and watch CZW now, or even the stuff that
with Necro Butcher,
Necro Butcher, or I was going to use the example Moxley, Dean Ambrose, where putting a saw blade through your cheek and having it coming out the other side, and dropping on tacks, and then once you're on the tacks,
staple dollar bills, dude,
or getting slammed into a body of water that has piranhas in it, like that. You laugh at that, but that shit that actually happened. Like that shit, I'm like, okay, hold on, chill. Is this kind of like tantamount to the same kind of thing? I know it's not exactly the same thing, but just like stiff to the point where this isn't wrestling.
This is why Daniel Bryan's not wrestling.
That's exactly why.
So in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, are we going to look at back and go, dude, why didn't we fucking like that?
No.
Why did we make that our match of the year?
Because they find, because Okada and Omega are that, because Omega has that style, but Okada has a more safer style than even Omega. Omega has the Japanese style, but you can tell he didn't start with that style. Okay. So he's blended into it, where Okada was like, I'm not gonna kill myself. I've never even had it. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Tanahashi to the same extent, he has that same safer style. He's a high flyer, but he's not a suicide diver.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all right. Well, to refine it a little bit more, I love Edge versus Mick Foley at WrestleMania. The flaming table, the barbed wire, the Edge with the fucking crimson mask looking like he just went through PTSD for 5 years in one match.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome. But that was enough just for that one time.
That's one night out of the year. These guys are doing this every 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's going to get you.
Is it too much for us to even be a fan of it? Is it too much? Should we chill on it? That way these guys aren't killing themselves.
It's not so much us chilling on it. It's New Japan knowing there's a problem and them figuring it out on their own. Takeover. Every match from the bottom to the top is there because they earned it. New Japan. Every match from maybe halfway from the cusp of the mid card to the main event, they're at 9,000 RPMs. Yeah. Does that have to be that way every month? Yeah. That's on New Japan to say, you know what? This month we're going to give the spotlight on you and maybe you. Everybody else, this is the line that I don't want you to cross.
Don't kill yourself.
Yeah. This is the line I don't want you to cross. Don't let the fans know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. And if they can do that, because honestly, dude, New Japan's been around for fucking decades, man.
Dude,
Ric Flair's defended the WCW title over there in Japan.
People are acting like they've always it's been around for a long time.
Just because, and not to go back on everything we just said, but just because one guy has Jello brain, all of a sudden everybody's gonna have to water it down. But right now, if they're promoting, the strong style evolved, well, let's see the evolution, because we don't want a roster full of Shibatas.
Yeah, but that's what I can do if you want a comparison on styles for New Japan. The closest I can think that comes to it is PWG.
Okay,
like that type of, and even then it's stiffer than that.
Okay,
because PWG is just crazy flippy dippy shit. This is flippy dippy shit plus Nakamura. You know what I mean? Plus Doom, damn, dude.
V-trigger!
Yeah. The V-trigger is one of the scariest moves I've ever fucking seen, dude. Because it looks like it can kill you. Yeah. It can fucking kill you. You get a V-trigger to the thigh, your leg's broken. You know what I mean? That shit's fucking raw. It's all of this fucking strength into you. But
all right.
That's it for Japan.
Okay. Japan. You want to just leave it there? Because Hector did have a couple, but we can just table them.
No. Go for it. That's it. That's
Tell you what, I'll give you both the questions that he has on here. You pick which one you want to answer. Question number 1: who had a better trilogy, Okada versus Tanahashi or Okada versus Omega? And then the other question is this: when are y'all going to talk about the dream booking, the WWE versus New Japan?
We had one guy, thank you, whoever that was, that posted our list. He posted.
Was it him? Was it Hector?
I might have been. It might have been somebody else.
Okay.
We'll give it next week. We'll get more people in it.
Dream booking?
Yeah.
I'm down.
Because I saw a list. I like your list. Whoever that was. And what was the other question?
The other one,
the trilogy.
Trilogy.
With two guys have the same styles, seeing that 3 times, it can get pretty watered down. Let alone Tanahashi Omega. Yeah. That's another situation where every other year it's them. So this is there's like 9 matches already of Okada Tanahashi. Yeah. Okada Omega. In these 3, it's a microcosm so far. Mm-hmm. Those are the only 3 times one-on-one that they've had that stage, that platform.
Yeah.
I'm definitely hands down giving it to Okada Omega because Okada has the safer style. Omega has the crazy style. What overcomes?
One thing I needed to ask, and maybe they can delve into it because I don't know if you've seen it.
I was seeing Universe said that it was me that answered the question.
After the match, Kenny Omega had a run-in with somebody. And it could be I don't know which way they're going with it. Kota Ibushi.
That's U.S. title, baby.
He was walking this way. Omega was walking the other way. Like they said shit to each other, but I didn't hear it. But they were just like that. And I thought Kenny Omega gave him a shirt. I could be wrong, but because he was holding something.
Mm-hmm. I didn't catch it.
Yeah, I don't know. Whoever watched it, do you think they're setting up for a feud, or do you think he's like
transitioning? Yeah.
Welcome, brother.
You're gonna have to get the subscription so you can find out for your goddamn self.
All right. Speaking of subscriptions,
SummerSlam,
$9.99.
Finally,
the American stuff.
So, like I said, we're gonna lay out something a little different here because the opportunity pertains itself.
Okay.
We'll start from
Ibushi gave Omega a towel.
A towel.
So here are the matches.
Don't forget to break down.
So, which match would you rather want to see? Cena versus Corbin or Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt?
Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, Balor versus Wyatt.
Why?
I don't give 9 shits about Baron Corbin. I don't. I'm done with Corbin. I don't care about Bray Wyatt, but I care less about Baron Corbin. And I mark out for the demon.
Yeah, I mark out for the demon stuff too. And I would like to see. I would like to see them give back the keys to the castle to Finn. Yeah. Because they had a lot of investment in Finn. They said, you're going to be the first Universal Champion. We're really going to stick our brand and our name with you.
He's towing the wagon.
At it.
Yeah.
Well, now he's not towing the wagon. And
he's not even on the road.
You were injured?
Sorry.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
He gets injured too easily. Mm-hmm. And WWE has a track record doing that.
The revival's done.
Revival, Kennedy back in the day, dude. Yeah. Kennedy was Mr. Money in the Bank. He was gonna fucking win stuff. They were gonna, but then he got injured, and they're like, you know what, fuck that guy.
My pride and joy. Ahmed Johnson. He was supposed to be the first black champion.
Yeah. But you give stuff to these people that they could possibly be something, but then they get injured, and it sucks that people get injured, but it's wrestling. It's not ballet. People are going to get injured, and then you're going to blame them for it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that. So, yes, I want to see them do stuff with Finn and for Finn, and if this could be it, a win over a guy who loses to everybody anyway, but do it in the fucking paint and go out there, the second biggest pay-per-view of the year. Okay, let's start. Let's go at it again. Give them something. Yeah.
Okay.
Or again, make them. Did you give them the Atami treatment? Make them angrier and angrier and angrier and angrier.
Here's my devil's advocate. I'm picking Cena versus Corbin, and here's 2 reasons. Number 1, I want to see a pissed off Corbin now that Cena cost him the Money in the Bank cash in. Okay. Now there's even more substance to this storyline that there isn't with Finn and Bray, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, this is good. Like, I want to see. This is the spotlight that Corbin should have gotten rather than just getting the Money in the Bank briefcase.
But see,
so that's 1.
Okay.
Number 2, I am not looking forward to a match that I just saw 2 days ago. And that WWE completely premature ejaculated by having the announcers and the graphic on the video already spilling the beans. Hey, please don't miss SummerSlam. We're going to give you Demon Finn. Yeah. Please tune in. It's not going to be during Game of Thrones because I paid money to leak the fucking episode. No, I'm picking Cena versus Corbin.
Okay, I'll give you that. My thing with Corbin is he's been pissed off Corbin from the jump.
But he's a heavy metal guy. All heavy metal guys are pissed off all the time. Yeah. You should know that.
Yeah, he's O'Doyle rules. He's O'Doyle. He's O'Doyle. I don't fuck O'Doyle. Fuck O'Doyle. That's probably why I don't like. I never made the connection until now. He's O'Doyle. Fuck O'Doyle.
Who you have winning, Bray or Finn?
My money would say Finn. What I hope is Bray. Like I said, I hope Bray wins. I hope Bray beats the shit out of him and like pisses him off. I'm like, oh fuck, I can't rely on just being rude, you know, whatever, because he's more rude than I am, and that'll give some credibility back to fucking Bray Wyatt, which is what we need. What I would love to see in the future is have them fight again for the fucking Universal Championship. I would love for that. I would love to not have the Universal Championship be about all the beefy guys or whatever, and just have them beefy. Why I loved the Bray Wyatt won the SmackDown Championship because it was different. He was different. At the time, we had two fucking fat fucks, Kevin Owens and Bray Wyatt as our champions. Now we don't have that. You know, we have the Specimen and we have the Maharaja. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know.
Finn or Bray? Who you got?
I got Finn. I got Finn winning. I think he needs it. Oh, I just said it. I think he needs it. I think he needs to win.
The kiddos.
The kiddos?
The kids who with the kids
like all they're gonna sell all those fucking merch, all the arm thing is fucking masks.
My daughter's face on fucking
hell yeah, dude. But man, you were gonna give him the keys to the castle. He's ready to go. Give it back to him.
King of the castle. King of the castle.
Yes.
Full circle SummerSlam too.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got Finn winning. That's
Baron Corbin, John Cena. John Cena, Super Cena. But remember the curse of beating the Nexus at 2010 SummerSlam.
Cena's been jobbing at SummerSlam.
Has purposely jobbed out since then.
Who you got, Cena or Corbin?
Cena, he just laid down for Nakamura. He almost laid down for Ginger.
He's laid down for Nakamura, Styles, and Wyatt this year.
But yeah, exactly. So, and I don't see him back to back. He's got to get some shine back. And, you know, everybody's talking a big game about this whole SummerSlam curse or whatever that he hasn't won since. So, when people are talking about it, guess what? That curse is going to get broken and he's going to win it.
So, probably the guy who thought Undertaker's streak was going to be over at 10.
So, I'm guessing that's 1 point for Raw.
Yay.
Because I'm picking the SmackDown guy. I want Bray to win.
Yeah.
And I want Corbin to win. I'm on the heels for both sides. Yeah. So 1 point for Raw. Would you rather see Orton versus Rusev, or would you rather see Big Cass versus the Big Show with little Enzo Chum hanging over in the shark cage?
Oh, God. Who's the tallest midget there? No, if it's the midgets. Orton, Rusev. Because I love handsome Rusev, and Orton has been holding his own this year on pay-per-views.
I agree. I'd rather see a handsome Rusev.
This is the most, going back to the Wyatt family, this is the most interesting Orton's been, and to me, in his whole career.
Well, I would say that was true.
That shine has worn off a bit, but it's still better than 2-3 years ago, Orton.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, but... You know what? No, ever since he came out of that feud after the House of Horrors match, it went back to standard quo.
Yeah.
Orton gave Jinder an opportunity.
Well, that's true, but I don't know. It still felt like the same old character Orton.
Yeah.
Like this different character Orton that we saw, in the Wyatt family.
God, you can tell.
Like, I thought he was different, but now he went back to what he was before that feud.
You can tell that he does not like being a face at all. Like, he hates, because he's a natural dick. The Simon Gotch shoot interview, he basically said, Orton's a dick. Like, but he's cool, but he's a dick. Like, he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. So, but do I want to see that more than Big Cass and Big Show? Yeah. I like Big Show. He's probably one of the best guys that you could meet outside of wrestling. You know, I've met him, and he's the nicest fucking dude.
Coolest guy.
I want to hang out with that guy. Like he's just so cool, you know. But I'm not a fan of him as a wrestling character. I'm not a fan of his wrestling work. And this is 5-10 years removed from me already having that opinion in the first place. So he hasn't gotten any better.
He was in ridiculous shape last year for the
Right.
Shaq match.
Right.
It didn't happen. He's not in that ridiculous shape anymore. He's in all right shape.
He's in all right shape.
The shape doesn't.
He's in better shape than I am.
Dude, the shape doesn't even matter. I thought Big Show at his most interesting was when he was a heel with the ECW championship. The different style of wrestling he did. He updated his finisher. He could hang with guys like Sandman and Sabu.
Yeah.
Dude, I think that's probably why I'm not as interested as the Big Show now, because I think that's the best that he's been. And now that he's in better shape now than he was then, there's no excuse for him not to go back to that style.
Yeah. And this feud with Cass and Enzo, dude, it needed to have stopped a long time ago. You got to keep Enzo away from Cass because it was just stupid the way that the split happened, and Enzo thought he was going to get it, and he's supposed to be the sympathetic babyface, so he's never going to get that payoff, because of course he shouldn't get that payoff against a guy who's 7 feet tall, and you can't teach that, who's supposed to be schooling the Big fucking Show on how to wrestle, and it doesn't make sense. The guy that's going over is the heel that you want to hate, but like, yeah, I don't blame him. You know, so like, I really don't care. And you put him in a shark cage, and that's already cheesy enough as is. Jericho made it work because he's fucking Jericho. But
Ellering didn't make it work.
Anybody else in the 80s didn't make it work.
Maybe.
Enzo's not going to make that work, especially with the two guys fighting underneath them are Big Show and Big Cass.
Let's talk about that promo.
All right.
Fucking fire, dude. I don't like Big Cass. I'm not a Big Cass guy. I'm not.
All right.
I think he fucking looks out of shape. I think he's boring, and I think he's lazy in the ring.
Okay.
I agree.
All of that said, he can be a fucking a casshole.
A casshole.
He can be a good casshole.
He did do good on that promo.
Yeah.
You know what? You know why?
Why?
That wasn't a promo.
That was a shoot, brother.
Bring it to the table.
That's what I was getting to.
When Cass is given shit to read, he stumbles. He stares off into the abyss. He doesn't sound like himself.
From the heart.
When he talks like he doesn't, you can even tell in his face when he's given something to read.
Mm-hmm.
Cass was laughing off everybody booing him and him being interrupted to the point where he just went off the cuff, and you could tell that was a legit effort from Cass being able to speak.
They probably told him, if this doesn't go right, go with this. We're not going to tell you what to say. Talk about this. And he did.
Cass cutting the promos that WWE gives you is not the Cass you would run into at like fucking at freaking Hard Rock Live next to Revention. That Cass that was on the promo, that's Cass that you run on the street.
That's the same problem that could have been fixed years ago with Roman Reigns.
Yes.
Suffering succotash.
Okay. Back to this though. If you didn't watch the Bring It to the Table episode, what he said was, yo, nobody likes you, Enzo.
Your mouth is writing checks you ain't cashing.
In fact, the reason why people don't like me is because nobody liked you. I defended your ass when I shouldn't have. So fuck you.
Which heels aren't supposed to be right, but he's right. Yeah. That's why this is so wonky of a storyline.
You know what would be better? Once Cass beats the Big Show realizes, oh man, this little midget got my hand broken. This little midget's got me losing to fucking Big Cass. You know what I'm gonna do with that little midget?
Oh.
Team the Towers of Pain together.
I was about to say the big team.
Oh god, that'd be
the big team.
Aaron in the live chat agrees. Rusev versus Orton is way better than Cass Show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Much better.
So that's 1 point for SmackDown. So who you got winning? Cass or Enzo?
Even though they're not fighting each other.
Cass and Show.
I would say Cass. You have to give it a Cass.
I think Cass has to win it.
I got Cass also.
And
how about Rusev over Orton?
Okay.
You have Rusev?
No, I have Orton, but I want Rusev. It should be Rusev, but it's going to be.
I agree. I agree. I want Enzo to, or excuse me, I want Rusev to win it, but Orton's going to win it.
Rusev hasn't won shit since he got here.
That's another reason why he should win something. But I don't think they're
not tonight. Okay, I got Orton winning also
because Orton's been losing everything, so they need to do their bullshit.
This is their SummerSlam only match. I want to see the continuing, and that's another like you. Why do I want to watch Orton versus Rusev when fuck Rusev versus fucking Chad Gable?
Oh yeah,
shit.
Well, Rusev versus Gable 1 was amazing. Rusev versus Gable was not good.
Rusev Gable 2 gave me more anticipation for number 3. That's what it did.
Yeah,
it doesn't necessarily have to be a match.
Wasn't it all shenanigans?
It was a whooping.
Yeah, it was
that was Rusev's imitation of Mil Muertes. Whoop.
Yeah. That was an ass whooping. That was a straight ass whooping.
Jazzy Jeff.
But I do like that out of nowhere, the super kick out of nowhere, and then the RKO. That one got me, dude. God damn it, dude. I'm a mark.
Orton.
I'm such a mark for RKOs. You know, I'm just like, oh, woohoo.
You might be getting to this. I'm not sure, but Hector, does the Miz have a match?
No,
the Miz nor the Hardys have a match.
Yeah.
Because I was hoping they were going to do a 3-on-3, but they did that.
The Hardys were supposed to fight the Revival, but they fucking broke his guy, tore his bicep. So they're shelved. In fact, there's no for a 2-hour pre-show. I don't think they've even announced any matches, have they?
No, I don't know. That's probably going to be solidified towards the end, towards the middle of the week. All right, let's get interesting. Would you rather watch the Raw Women's Championship match or the SmackDown Women's Championship match? For anybody that hasn't kept up, Raw, we have Sasha against Alexa Bliss. On SmackDown, we have Natty getting a shot against Naomi.
Ooh.
Anybody want to take that?
Hands down, Raw. Here's why. Because Monday, when I saw Nia Jax versus Sasha, God, this match is gonna be rubbish.
In Boston,
I was like, this match is gonna suck. No one puts on a good match with Nia because they don't know how to figure out her style, or it's gonna be the whole, oh, I'm little and she's big, I'm gonna be fucking piggybacking her.
Or Nia's gonna break her, literally.
Yeah, dude. Match of the week candidate for me.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Hot cake.
That match was fucking entertaining from beginning to end. From Sasha coming out looking all fucking fine in that goddamn Bosstown shirt. And then
Nia looking fine.
Nia looking fine. And I remember I've been saying that. I've been like, yeah, I don't like this outfit they gave her. I think she looks like a fucking Saiyan. But she rocked it this week.
Yeah.
And Alexa Bliss on a fucking on a Baywatch, on a fucking Baywatch chair, goddamn, a lifeguard stand, just not saying a word, nothing, not even almost no sign of the whole match. She was just watching.
Yeah,
just from that beginning of that, I was already like, this is entertaining. And then the match, Nia doing the thing where she looked like she broke Sasha, and I was like, come on, you hurt another girl. But no. Dude, Sasha came back and Sasha made it believable. Mm-hmm. Sasha did what Bayley didn't do at Takeover London. Make Nia fucking look good. Credible. Yeah. Sasha did what fucking Sasha did what it took all the women for the gauntlet match to do. Sasha did it by herself. Okay. And that's why I am full on back to Sasha being my favorite woman wrestler right now. Wrestler. My favorite woman superstar or whatever, it's Alexa Bliss because she has a total package. She's a decent wrestler and she's fucking fire on the mic. And she's beautiful. But Sasha has all of that. She's okay as a face on the mic. She's fucking lethal as a heel on the mic. But I'm very, very excited to see them match their fight because the first thing I said when I did the shakeup, or even the whole thing happened, Sasha and Alexa at one point in this year, they're gonna tear the fucking house down together.
Yeah.
I hope it's at SummerSlam because Sasha has a track record for Brooklyn.
Okay.
Raw or SmackDown, Abel?
Can I have Naomi versus Alexa?
No.
No?
Because that's not what's happening.
Damn it. Okay. I don't know who I'm going with this one because wow, man, fuck yeah, I really care about Alexa. It's like, okay, Sasha, although you're making a good case, you may have swayed me. On the other hand, I'm like, fuck yeah, Naomi. But Natty, I don't know. I've always wanted to like Natty. Yeah, I mean, I'm a Hart family fucking mark over here.
DJ Hart.
Yeah, I may as well be. I'm
DJ
Abel Hart over here. But dude, I haven't really cared about Natty.
Let me help you.
Okay.
The deciding factor why I'm choosing SmackDown is because I'm still on that boat, not as hard, but I'm still on the boat right now that I'm kind of bored with seeing Sasha in the main event picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Natty versus Naomi is fresh-ish. Mm-hmm. The Money in the Bank flirt is kind of giving it more intrigue. I think the bigger payoff could be when Alexa is cheating on Sasha and beating the shit out of her illegally. Bayley comes out to try to even the odds. Bayley costs Sasha the match, and we finally, for fuck's sake, get a heel turn because that's what Sasha's good at.
Yes.
That's where she's going to shine.
Yes, dude.
So right now, I'm picking Natty versus Naomi.
Because I still think they were going to have the heel turn regardless, even if Bayley was still in the match. I think Sasha was going to cost Bayley the match. So they're still going to pull that trigger. Trust me. What I really want, and this is going to be, it'll be a sink or swim, fucking, shit or get out the pot. Bayley turn. You turn her, you put her hair down, you make her act like a fucking adult, and show how.
Instead of all the colors.
Show how actually good of a fucking wrestler she is. A respectable wrestler because you think she's all the wacky shit.
I don't want to hurt anybody.
Yeah. Show her fucking ruthless side.
Let her have a ruthless side.
I'm in, dude. I'm in.
If she could pull that off. I think the reason why they never gave that to her is because she can't pull it off character-wise.
They probably practice that shit.
That's like imagining Steamboat going heel.
Yeah.
Steamboat's never been heel because that's not the guy.
Cena started heel. But yeah, I was there. Cena, but Cena now going heel.
Can I bring in what the people are saying here? All right. Aaron says that Naomi versus Maureen Ponderosa. Who the fuck? What? He's got to be pulling out some sort of obscure. I don't know.
Why does that ring a bell?
Maureen Ponderosa.
I don't know why that rings a bell.
That's got to be some sort of obscure horror reference that he's bringing up. I don't know what the fuck that is. All right. But I guess he's going with SmackDown. All right. Hector says SmackDown's women's match over Raw's women's match. There is a more possibility for different outcome than a straight up match between Bliss and Bliss and Banks. Ugh, easy for me to say. Then Aaron called him a cat lady, Mark. But then Hector brings it back with this, and this swayed me. Thank you, Hector. I am officially on this side. Imagine Natty finally winning the big one, finally winning the title, and then cash in.
Boom.
Miss Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
You're going for SmackDown.
I'm going for SmackDown.
That's
just
1
because
point
of that.
for SmackDown.
Miss Money in the Bank cashes in.
Let me throw a devil's advocate here.
Well, hold on. Let me finish.
Okay.
Miss Money in the Bank cashes in. We have a successful cash-in on SmackDown as opposed to the non-successful cash-in we saw with Baron Corbin, and that's going to be so much pissing off of all the little IWC, which has already been that team of Ellsworth and Carmella has already been a lightning rod for Heat because of what happened with Ellsworth. Everybody is going to be pissed off at those two little stick figures running around with that title. Everybody's going to fucking be mad and angry, and that's going to be a Heat magnet.
And the best part, Ellsworth's going to be wearing it around his waist.
Ellsworth is going to be wearing it, carrying it around for him, like, here, let me get that for you, my friend that happens to be your girl.
Yeah.
Oh, man, yes, I am down with that 100%.
So much so that, will you explain that? Deleted my devil's advocate thing.
Okay.
Because remember, she's not the SmackDown Money in the Bank champion.
She's
holder.
The woman.
She's the Miss Money in the Bank. So she can do whatever the fuck she wants with that briefcase. She could cash it in on Sasha after Sasha beats Alexa. Or cash it on Alexa.
Can she? Is that how we're playing this?
I don't know.
Because
Shane announced that it would be for the SmackDown Women's title. Now, if there's a lot of red tape that we're not supposed to be aware of, and to say the next shakeup, they sign Carmella and they put a nice little coat of red on that briefcase. That's for later. But right now,
the WWE is basically like, whose line is it anyway? Where we just make up the rules as we go along. Yeah. So you never know. But no, I like that better.
Okay.
Who do you have winning on the Raw side?
Sasha, and then no. I'm wrong. Alexa, because Bayley cost Sasha the match.
I got Alexa.
Yeah.
How about SmackDown? Do you have Natty, or just in the match, assuming it's 1-on-1? Do you have Natty or do you have Naomi?
I have Naomi, and then a cash in.
Ooh,
because
Naomi still can't beat Carmella. She's 0-3 against Carmella.
Yeah,
and the Heat whole thing makes more sense if she beats the face instead of if Carmella beats the face instead of beating the heel.
And count for Carmella because she's from New York.
And there's dissension in the welcoming committee.
There's still
because that's still a thing. Natty said, "Don't ruin it for me because I'm going to ruin it for you."
Yeah.
That's true. She did kind of intimidate her there, but I still think regular dumbing it down to wrestling. Lowest common denominator. I can't fucking talk today. No. Is have the heel or have the babyface win, which is Naomi. Naomi has that big win, whatever. Okay, then the heel goes in with the cash in.
Sasha Banks wasn't at the Mae Young Classic.
Okay, so
where they teased the 4 Horsemen thing where the girls were there. It was Charlotte
and Bailey.
It's supposed to air after SummerSlam.
It was Charlotte, Bailey, and
yes,
Becky.
Exactly. It's supposed to air after SummerSlam. After the heel turn happens, if they do pull the trigger on it, which would make perfect sense for Sasha not to have been there, so she wouldn't be part of their little 4 Horsemen thing. So I think it's all the pieces are falling in line more and more on that Sasha heel turn.
Okay.
Anything else?
Aaron says Maureen is the cat lady from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Then I didn't know.
Okay, that's why I don't know what the fuck it is.
Would you rather watch?
That show is terrible, by the way. I don't know why anybody watches that show.
No, the first seasons of that show was okay. The middle and seasons of that show was fucking badass.
All right.
Would you rather watch the Raw tag title match or the SmackDown tag title match? SmackDown is Usos versus the New Day.
Part 3?
Part 2. I think part 2. And then Raw has Sheamus and Cesaro against Dean and Seth.
Usos versus New Day all day.
Yeah.
One, because those two are actual tag teams.
Thank you. You took the words right out of my mouth.
And
so Shield doesn't count?
No. 2, I don't give a fuck about the Shield reunion. I don't. I think it sucks.
The only thing I care about, about the Raw tag match is I'm waiting for lightning to strike the moment that Sheamus and Cesaro do the pose and they combine it to Cesaro, just like anime. That's the only thing I care about. Dean and Seth, I'm expecting a decent team for them to lose the belts to, not the odd couple.
Oh, they were an odd couple.
Yeah, they were the odd couple. So no. I've got SmackDown all the way.
Yeah, me too. Proper tag teams for me wins out on this.
Yeah, better storyline.
Yeah, Cesaro, like with Cesaro, I want them to have this as a stepping stone for them to split off and then be fucking badass singles competitors. I want Cesaro at some point, please, someday give him a title run, like the big title, Universal or WWE. Please. Sheamus has been there already, but we know he could do it if you give it to him in the right way. So, all right, so they're the tag team right now, whatever. On Raw, I give more shits about fucking Hardys, you know? So, all right, fine, you can't use them. All right, give more shits about the Revival. Okay, they're hurt. All right, whatever. So we're putting this together, Dean and Seth. I mean, it's a nice little redemption story of bros trying to get back together to put aside differences. I get that that's a story, but I don't want to see them as the Shield reunion when it's not really the Shield because Roman and I'm not saying throw Roman in there.
It's just these two.
Yeah, it's just them two. It's like, no, let's not. No, I don't. I don't care. It sucks, man, because I haven't cared about. That was my nipple. I don't care about Roman, or excuse me, I don't care about Seth and Dean separately going into this and putting them together. I don't care about either one of them, and that sucks because I love the fucking Shield. You know, I remember us recording.
It's all or nothing, dude. If you're gonna bring back the Shield,
every time we talked about the Shield, we did the whole
Sierra Hotel, and we all do it, and we mark out. But now it's like, dude,
it still bleeds into our match of the year. Pick.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Drunk sex.
Trying to keep
DX alive. Yeah. Oh, right in the feels.
Yeah. That's exactly what it feels like.
Okay.
Triple H got his monster push. China was wrong with them. Mr. Ass got the weird thing. Mr. Ass going whatever.
Aaron says, how can it be a Shield reunion if Reigns got custody of the theme song and the bulletproof vest and the divorce?
Can I borrow a feeling?
Can I borrow a jar of love?
Hector, Usos versus the New Day. They have a great story going on right now. The only way that Raw gets me is if Dean and Seth win and have them face each other like Eddie and Ray did before.
That's later.
Champions, right?
That's later, yeah. Is that it? Oh, we got winning for Raw for the Raw match. I've got it. They're booking Dean and Seth to win.
I think Dean and Seth.
Yeah. How about SmackDown?
SmackDown, keep it on the Usos.
They're not the champions.
Oh, New Day are the champions now. Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah,
they're gonna get back to the Usos.
Yeah, keep them going.
Theme song, give them the belts again. Nah, I still say the New Day.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You got New Day.
Yeah.
I don't see the New Day having a lengthy title reign the way they just.
No, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. But you shouldn't flip flop those belts like that.
They could.
You shouldn't. Speaking of the New Day, Big E posted a video on Twitter. Of him in a bathroom
with Caitlyn. That was random as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, they had a fling. Big E liked her, but then oh no, it was AJ using Big E the whole time. But Big E was like, I think I kind of did like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was married though?
No. She was in a very public divorce a couple months ago. The dude tried taking. He did take over her whole brand. They had a co-brand together and all that shit.
Celestial Bodies.
Yeah, Celestial Bodies. Yeah, and she was made some videos where she was clearly not in a good state of mind, where she was just out of it, and she was just telling people I'm getting my company back, and I think she eventually did. But I don't know what's going on with that, but that's just random, and I like that she's kind of maybe back in the fold. That'd be badass. Yeah. If they bring her back, that'd be awesome. But no, the New Day's still keeping with their little flow going.
Yeah,
I like it, and it gives the Usos more, whatever little ammo. I mean, yeah, that's all I can say about it.
Okay.
Still, the most interesting tag team in either brand is Breezango.
Ha! Breezango.
Fashion Files.
Now we had the last episode. But it wasn't really the last episode. Nothing was resolved.
This is all going over my head because I've never watched Twin Peaks.
Okay.
Apparently, this is all another thing tie-in over why it's supposed to be funny and what the 24 years later is supposed to mean when it says 2 weeks and stuff like that. Yeah. It's all a big. I don't know, but
the most disappointing part about that is that means we're not going to see them in any capacity in SummerSlam.
So we think. So we think they can still throw them on there. I love that they poke fun at themselves and saying, "Well, it feels like we're making this as we go."
Yeah.
Shut up, dude. There's no skits. There's no segments. There's nothing better than Breezango right now on TV, on WWE TV.
Aaron says the New Day is just holding the titles for the Kingdom to debut. Again, you with the Kingdom. All right. Did they push them to coming back in 2 weeks? Yes, Hector, they did. At the end of the thing, it said 25 years within 2 weeks.
The clue was to be.
Yeah.
I was to be continued.
Not to be? I don't know.
Which singles title match would you rather see? Technically, because they wrestle on Raw, the rematch between Neville and Tozawa, with Tozawa as a champion.
Right.
Or would you rather watch AJ defend against Kevin Owens with Shane McMahon as the referee?
Oh, you're putting me in a hard position on that one, buddy. Oh, jeez. I'm going to have to go with KO. KO and AJ. Damn, but that stuff with Tozawa. Oh, damn.
Can we talk about how fucking cool that was?
Okay, go ahead.
I was watching the match, and when I saw, because they did that, they ejaculated prematurely a couple of times this week.
Promo, they had the SummerSlam promo, and then they had the announcing the match tonight.
SummerSlam's coming early tonight.
Yeah, with Finn Balor and what's it called?
Right.
And then
that goes back to my theory where Raw goes to a big city, they stack it. Like we got 3 pay-per-view matches in Boston because it's Boston. They're not going to get that fucking Corpus Christi.
Yeah. Nor Providence, Rhode Island. Providence, Rhode Island got freaking the false cash in. That's it.
Not to mention they got Cena versus Jinder. That's 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
First Jinder and Nakamura. Cena and Nakamura, and then Cena and Jinder. 2 matches that you could have had for the next 4 months on pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And they gave it away.
Tozawa's victory. Tozawa. That was just like, wow, they fucking gave it to him. They gave it to him. And they're finally bringing Titus up. They're finally, after all these years, they're giving him a credible storyline.
He finally won a title.
Even though he didn't win it.
Yeah.
Were the Primetime Players ever champion?
No.
I wish.
There you go. He's finally able to. He's probably going to be holding that title.
Yeah. Well, I was giving you this gesture because I was waiting for you to pull it out to say something that I thought you were going to say. Match of the week candidate.
Yeah.
Okay. Match of the weekend. I mean, there's
a good match for Japanese people. It was a good week for Japanese people.
No, dude, I dug the match, but I wish that I dug it on
the pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Man, so this one that's on the
pay-per-view
is the mandatory rematch. Yeah. Another thing that's just been annoying me, mandatory rematch clauses in the modern age is just too much.
Neville looking like a hobo on 205 Live was convincing.
However, I like the way he played that.
Because I didn't watch it.
Apparently, he either just didn't sleep for 2 days, or they put makeup on him where his eyes just look sunken.
His hair was all dry and frizzy.
Yeah, and he was just...
It looked like he'd been through some shit. Yeah, he looked like he just did an episode of Intervention.
Yeah, like he looked like he was not a happy camper.
Wow.
Like it was convincing that the guy who has his whole identity around the fact that he's the champ had it taken away. He was deranged a little bit. And
I would have wanted 4 weeks of that building up to the rematch, as opposed to it being given another example of him giving it away.
4 days. He put it up on the Titantron. 4 days. Yeah. I agree with you. Yeah. So I rather that title change been at SummerSlam. Let us save the match for SummerSlam because it was a good match. Match of the weekend for me. It would have helped the pay-per-view. Yeah. And then, boom, 4 weeks until whatever the next pay-per-view is after that, and build that up. Yeah.
As fresh as the idea is of what happened on Raw, because they gave it away too soon, I'm leaning towards Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles because of the unknown of Shane McMahon. Even though we've already had AJ KO several times, a title change at a house show, at the Garden. You're not going to get that at freaking Sacramento.
Yeah.
But even though I've seen that match more than Tozawa Neville, there's more meat on this bone for me to want to watch this match. Again, it's hard to pick. I actually thought this was going to be an easy pick because, oh my God, it's AJ versus Kevin Owens. But dude, Titus Worldwide, you've invested in Titus Worldwide. You want to see them succeed. They've had their ups and downs. Everybody taking the selfie together in the ring with Tozawa on his shoulders and Cruz like right here on the side.
Them on Twitter and Instagram.
It's gold,
Sasha,
dude.
Driving with Sasha has been fucking funny as shit, dude.
Yeah.
Because I was the one driving, and they were all fucking partying, and then he's always the one like kind of like stiffly partying with him or whatever. It's just fucking cool.
I want Sasha to keep losing, and then before the Royal Rumble, Sasha goes into Titus Worldwide, and then we get Sasha get a title shot.
Shit, if anything, I want Sasha to win and bring that to that title of the Titus brand too.
I agree with you guys, but I think that's 2 or 3 steps before this other step that I think they need to take, which is
Apollo fucking Crews.
Yes, Apollo Crews. All right, you got Titus, or you got Tozawa to do something.
Then beat the Miz.
There you go.
Beat the Miz.
Yeah, or
back
have
the
a match
black
with the
Intercontinental
title.
Imagine if we get Cruz versus Gable for #1 contender at the Miz.
Oh,
okay. Wait,
Apollo Crews on Raw versus
Chad Gable on SmackDown.
Shake-up?
Yeah.
After the shake-up? Okay, cool. Yeah, all right.
Or Cruz and Jordan.
Yeah.
If you want to be more
Cruz
specific.
and Jordan, that would be enough.
Is that what's going to happen on the pre-show last minute? Jordan versus Miz?
That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe.
Have that badass fucking generic music.
But then what do you do with the Hardys?
I'm back to not liking it.
What do you do? You're going to put the Miz on there. What are you going to do with the Hardys?
I don't know.
I'm going to go delete
No, they'll be the hosts of WrestleMania.
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam. Yeah. Welcome to the greatest party of the summer. Yeah.
SummerSlam would have been a perfect spot to have the Broken Hardys debut on Fashion Peaks.
Hector corrected us. He said the primetime players did win titles back in 2015.
Oh. Oops. Wait, 2015? That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
They were still a team 2 years ago?
They took them off the New Day, right? And then New Day got them back. Check that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when the run started.
At that Corpus Christi. Wasn't it a Corpus Christi when they won it?
Title changes don't happen at Corpus Christi.
Oh, that Chamber pay-per-view, right?
Yeah. It was a Chamber tag team match.
Oh, Corpus Christi doesn't get pay-per-views.
That wasn't a pay-per-view until 2 days before.
Yeah. See, dick, it's not a real pay-per-view then.
Do you have Neville regaining or Tozawa retaining?
You give Neville something else. You give him. See, this goes back to I hate pigeonholing the cruiserweight division.
The cruiserweights.
Yeah. Because he could be king of the Intercontinentals or something like that. He could fucking go elsewhere. That gimmick,
king of the North.
That gimmick, exactly. That gimmick, he can take it everywhere. But it just proved that the cruiserweight is too many fucking like
it's too limited.
Yeah. Look at somebody like Mustafa Ali. He can't get his push now because there's a face champion.
Yeah, so they're just gonna stall him out, and he can't do anything else on like the main rosters. So,
dude, you got fucking Gentleman Jack fighting Pete Dunne at a fucking Progress show the night before Takeover, because you don't know what the fuck you're doing with these people, with the British guys or the cruiserweights. That's a sad combination of two.
Yeah. I mean, dude, we still don't have any idea what the hell's going on with the British guys, and we just had them as a match of your candidate.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen them since then. What the fuck?
We're missing things on SummerSlam.
Do you got AJ or Kevin Owens?
Oh yeah, I didn't get to say my piece about that.
Go for it.
I would rather watch KO versus AJ with Shane as a referee because of that, question mark of what Shane will do, because they both kicked him in the face now.
Yeah.
And the other thing,
and Shane has history.
I feel like we have still yet to get a full no bullshit match between AJ Styles and Kevin Owens, because the first match AJ Styles' foot got stuck. The second match was at Madison Square Garden, which nobody saw unless you were there. You saw like the last 5 seconds, but that's it.
But I'm not from New York, and I wasn't in Madison Square Garden,
so I don't really give a shit.
Yeah. So then the last pay-per-view match was kind of whack, right? It was like some bullshit ending. And then the SmackDown was the shoulder out.
Yeah.
So there's been a bunch of bullshit matches when I've been corrected so far. My friend who said, "Oh, AJ Styles and Kevin Owens, they're not going to put on good matches," because they fucking haven't. They haven't put on good matches this month. But they could redeem themselves at SummerSlam.
If Hell in a Cell is a SmackDown pay-per-view, they better put them bitches in the Hell in a Cell and finish it after that.
No bullshit. Yeah.
So you have AJ or KO?
I have AJ winning.
I got AJ winning.
I'll go with KO.
And you've got Tozawa retaining, right?
Yeah.
We already covered that?
Yeah.
All right. Main event time.
Already?
Well, remember, we've been condensing a lot of this.
Yeah.
Would you rather see Nakamura against Jinder Mahal for the WWE heavyweight title? Or would you like to see the Fatal 4-Way sponsored by Arby's that brings the meats?
I was going to say the meat mountain.
Strowman, Lesnar, Joe.
Meat mountain.
I want the meat sweats.
Meat mountain.
Give me that one.
And until 5 hours ago, in my mind, this was Samoa Joe's coming out party.
Fuck! Oh, God.
Samoa Joe was going to fucking kill everybody in this match.
What happened 5 hours ago?
The Barclays Center tweeted, Monday night, the Universal Champion Brock Lesnar will be there.
The Monday after SummerSlam.
Bitch. When the stipulation is, if he loses, he's out of WWE.
Oh, yeah. Of course, they've taken down that tweet since then, and for all we know, that could have been a doctored photo. I mean, I don't know.
They did it on purpose.
Wait, what do you mean a doctored photo?
Like, that could have not been a real photo. It was just traveling around the interwebs.
Oh, I thought you saw it and screenshot it.
No, I screenshotted the photo of it being traveling around the interwebs. So I don't know. It was,
it could have never been posted.
Who knows? It could be fake news.
All the fake news is going around these days.
Fake news.
Okay, so then I'll rewind. If that is fake news, this is Samoa Joe's coming out party.
Okay.
He's going to fucking kill everybody. He's going to choke everybody out. He's going to wrap his meat around that. He's going to wrap his
meat around their meat.
He's going to wrap his hands around their meat and just fucking squish it.
I haven't seen Abel smile like this.
That meat's going to turn purple.
Aye.
It's going to gush.
Aye.
Blood.
God damn it.
It's going to be suplex city for everybody. The first thing they're going to do, they're going to gang up on Brock Lesnar, take him out.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to be fucking left and right. It's going everywhere. Braun Strowman and Braun Roman are going to fucking be throwing each other around everywhere. Samoa Joe's going to be fresh as fuck because everyone's going to be like,
Joe's going to be laying in the cut like he did at that five-way to become number one contender in the first place. He's going to be laying out in the cut.
He's going to fucking kill everyone at the end of that match. He's going to fucking muscle buster everybody. He's going to bring it back and muscle, but he's going to fucking break all their necks.
How much of all this anticipation is because the Raw match is so good, and how much of this is because possibly the SmackDown match is that bad?
60-40.
Yeah.
60%, that match is fucking going to be – I can't even conjugate full sentences over how good I think it's going to be, or how entertaining it's going to be. Maybe not good, but entertaining.
I'm afraid the Nakamura match is going to headline the first hour, and then we still have 3 more hours to pick. Remember last year, Ambrose versus Ziggler was like in the beginning of the 2nd hour of SummerSlam.
Yeah,
and we still had like there were non-title matches that came after that.
And shit, SmackDown fucking put the world upside down during the election season while putting their main event to start a pay-per-view a couple months ago, like last year. So it could happen. I'm for that because I don't want to see that headline of the pay-per-view. I don't care enough about that match for it to headline it.
If you want to get the crowd on a frenzy, start the pay-per-view with them singing along to Nakamura.
Yeah,
that is a good. Yeah, I think it's going to be kind of hard for me to put these two together and say, well, because I want to see the meat soup match more so than the Jinder and Nakamura match. That means I don't care about Jinder Nakamura. I really do care about that match. I care about it a lot. Like if we were doing a regular old-fashioned anticipation levels, I'd be at like a 9.5 for that one. But the meat sweats, I'm at 10. You know, so it's kind of like saying, you know, that this one's better, so this one must suck. No,
yeah.
I really want to see both of these fucking matches. But I mean, the thing that takes it away from me with Jinder and Nakamura is the fact that I don't really know where we're going. There kind of is a story going into it, but everything I'm scared of. Whereas, like, I think I said something about one of the NXT matches. I'm glad, and it raises my anticipation level because I don't know what's happening. This one, I don't know what's happening, and I'm afraid. Because like if Nakamura wins, okay, cool. I know Nakamura could have badass matches. I just don't know if the people that he goes partnered with can have badass matches with him. So it's kind of shaky. But if they keep it on Jinder, okay, that's awesome. Could Jinder even have a good? Is he one of those guys that can have a good match with Nakamura? And if he keeps it, are they going to still be half-assing his push where every time he gets a win or every time that the finish is involved, it's because of the little guys or because of thumb to the eye, because of something? Like, are they never going to give him a full 100% like credible win? And are they always going to make him not credible?
Who, Jinder?
Jinder.
They gave him a credible win. He rolled up Corbin.
Well, yeah, but even then,
he came back from 2 attitude adjustments.
Even then, the story with that is that Corbin fumbled his Money in the Bank because of Cena, not because Jinder was good.
That breakup of the pin. I think he threw that fucking briefcase.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not in there yet.
I think he fucking goofed.
I'm not even. My worries with Nakamura and Jinder aren't even with the match anymore.
Okay, I'm
gonna give you a different perspective on this.
Okay, go for it.
That promo to open up the show was like Donald Trump's last press conference. All right, Donald Trump, the guy that I'm not supposed to like. Not bad. You're gonna cut down the law from 20 years to 2 years to build new roads because I like to drive and I don't like to be driving on bumpy roads all the time. And then 5 minutes later, the Charlottesville talk just craters the whole conversation to hell. We have Jinder, who I'm not supposed to like because he's the foreigner, and wrestling booking is we're supposed to hate the foreigner. Yes. And he's saying all the things that, all right, I understand where we're going. Then Nakamura comes, but then the crowd starts chanting USA.
I was going to say that.
The crowd starts chanting USA. Ready to pull down Jinder from the top of the monument. And then Nakamura comes, another immigrant, another foreigner that WWE audiences should be trained to boo.
Right.
He walks in there, and after the whole terrorist attack and all the monuments and all the weekends, like, well, you know, Independence Day is in India, but in Japan, we're celebrating peace. Same day, right? Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck does that have to do with the match? Like that promo from the end of Jinder to the whole Nakamura thing didn't do anything to make me anticipate more the match.
Okay.
And the crowd it just was so weird having the crowd 1 minute boo somebody that's not from this country, and 30 seconds later they're singing along to someone else who's not from this country. It didn't make it's so weird that the audience is this way.
But you know who that's on? The audience. What's on them?
Yeah, but like I said earlier, when I'm showing somebody a match that we like, everything's working. Yes. Ambiance, commentary, wrestlers doing their job, the audience participation. And this really threw me off.
So it's pissing you off that with Shinsuke, the audience weren't being racist?
The promo had nothing to. It didn't. The promo didn't help me build this match. If I'm looking at the match alone, oddly enough, I'm more interested in watching Nakamura compete than I am watching Lesnar compete. I've seen Lesnar compete for almost a decade, whether in WWE or in UFC. Nakamura still got that new car smell. I want to watch Nakamura wrestle, but you're giving me Nakamura versus Jinder. And you're giving me Lesnar versus Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman. And you know what? They've been doing a pretty decent job of making me not hate Roman Reigns as much.
Yeah.
So I'm leaning. So I'm leaning towards the Raw side.
All right. Who do you got winning? The Raw side.
God, that's such a hard question.
You know what?
Fuck it, Strowman.
Okay.
Pulling that trigger fast.
I think a part of me thinks that all these wrestlers, whether they're heel or a face, if they have decades of credibility before they make it to the big stage, they're not going to waste it on anything other than a Royal Rumble or WrestleMania. Okay. Joe, you're going to wait for that.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman,
give it to him.
Give it to
him. See what he got. See if he can lead the. See if he can.
If he fails,
it's a Vince creation.
If he fails, take it off at Survivor Series, and from there you're already booking to Mania.
Samoa Joe is not a Vince creation, so Vince is like, all right, let's see what my toy can do. Well, I know what that toy can do. I'll give him that later on. He's proven this one. Let's go. He was a Wyatt family member last year.
I got Strowman. Who do you got?
Fuck it. I'm going to say it. There's too much news with the Z out there saying that this guy is gone and he's leaving and he's going to be doing MMA and no. You got swerved, bitch. Brock's going to win this. He's going to keep it for another 10 fucking years. And we're only going to see him twice in those 10 years. And he's going to just walk around with the title that we'll never see. And that's it. So Brock's going to keep it on there because Vince thinks he's the big money guy. And he's going to make a contract where it's going to lube all his greases and joints and stuff. And he's going to love it. And he's going to stay. And he's not going to UFC because he doesn't want to get diverticulitis and shit all over the octagon. He's going to stay in WWE where it's nice and comfy.
Where you can take all the steroids you want.
He could take all the steroids and then he could just
he's a part-timer. They don't
retreat away to fucking northern Canada, wherever he has his little bunker, and just not socialize with anybody. Brock's going to keep it. End of story.
Who you got?
You want the heat?
Oh, bring me the heat.
Oh, he's going to say it.
All wearing gold by the end of the night.
Shield?
The Shield.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
So Roman and Dean and Seth all have gold. Okay.
What do I want?
Joe.
Joe.
I agree.
What did the producers see when all four of them come out? Joe gets the biggest pop. And his song don't even fucking cause a big thing.
His song is terrible.
Joe. That alone.
In Brooklyn?
Dude. Roman Reigns gets the biggest negative pop. But hey, all press is good press. That's fine. Rather get booed than fucking yawn. It's still that I like you, but I don't know if I'm supposed to like you. You know what I mean? It's that vibe.
It's cool to like Joe. It's cool to hate Roman. I'm still undecided with Braun.
Yeah,
you're right.
It's like the first year of Stone Cold. Where you didn't know.
He's not the ringmaster, but he's just Steve Austin, but he's not quite Stone Cold yet.
Yeah.
Austin 316 hasn't happened yet. Okay.
And you're like, maybe. And then you got Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar's the anomaly.
Yeah,
he's just there. You don't have to like him. You don't have to cheer. You don't have to boo him.
So
he's gonna suplex people.
What I hope is Joe. What I know is the other Joe.
not Samoa Joe, but the Samoan Joe. All right.
Nakamura and Mahal. Who do you have winning on the SmackDown side?
Man, dude, I
now that the cash-in's out of the play.
Yeah.
Man. Dude, I don't know. I don't know who's winning.
You even see our expectations? We haven't been
saying
because
we haven't done it. He's been playing a different game over here.
I've got Nakamura losing.
Think Nakamura's going to lose it? Yeah. Dude. You may not know what the hell they have with Nakamura, so you know what? Yeah,
they don't even know what they're doing with Jinder. That's all. Why the fuck am I going to have?
But they're still going to India later.
I keep forgetting to research. When is that tour of India?
Hector, somebody tells us.
Hector knows everything.
Somebody tell us.
If it,
who you got?
Brooklyn, Nakamura. Tear that house down. Tear that house down. Start that night with a bang.
I'll go with Jinder. Why not?
If you start the pay-per-view, which is what one of y'all said was a good idea, with that match, everyone marking out for the intro.
Yeah.
You have him win to start SummerSlam. That is starting it off with a bang.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
That is like no matter what comes next, it's okay.
Okay.
Stick fucking the atrocity that was Emma versus Mickey James again in there just to cool shit down.
That'll probably be a pre-show match too.
Yeah, God, that was so bad.
12 matches, 6 from SmackDown, 6 from Raw. Overall, we have SmackDown winning 4-2.
Damn.
Wow. Do you want me to throw in some any stuff from in here?
Go for it.
All right. That's random. Aaron says, I don't know why he brings this up. Ruby Riott looks like Baron Corbin's little sister.
Yeah.
Tats.
Kind of racist.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Juan. Yeah, Brock's winning it. Then Aaron says, the Brawnosaurus is winning. Braun.
I love that shit.
All right. Random thought. This is an interesting random thought by Juan. I had an image of my head in my head of Marty Scurll's current entrance look, and accompanied by a villain, Becky Lynch.
Okay.
Hard to describe your imagination. What are your thoughts?
I think she should go full on heel eventually, but
okay.
Okay, so everybody in the chat, what's your anticipation level for the whole SummerSlam show?
Okay.
Well,
hold on. Juan, DQ finish for the Shin Jinder match.
Okay.
Then Robert saying, I'm saying Joe wins, and we get Finn Joe at Mania.
Oh, that's very early.
Anticipation for the entire pay-per-view, all 4 hours of the event and the 2 hour, well, not 2 hour pre-show, but SummerSlam.
However long
12 matches so far. What's your anticipation for everything?
Good payoff, good matches, a lot of storylines coming full circle and potentially ending. I'm at a 9. I'm eagerly anticipating SummerSlam. SummerSlam has not let me down in a long time.
Okay.
I can't remember the last SummerSlam that happened. I was like, that wasn't good. I can't.
The last like 7 or 8 years. The last this will be the third year that it's been in Brooklyn. Before that, it was at the Staples Center in LA for about 3 or 4 years, and that too.
Those are amazing.
Yeah,
especially the one where Brock Lesnar beat the shit out of Cena for fucking 20 minutes.
That was the same SummerSlam where we had Cena Bryan, and Punk Lesnar. Both of those were Match of the Year candidates. That was at the SummerSlam at LA also.
But God damn, that was ruined by the Orton cash-in.
No, that was the year before.
That was the same one. Cena Bryan.
Cena Bryan. Yeah. I'm talking about the year after was
then the year before was Cena Punk, and then Kevin Nash came and powerbomb Punk, and then Del Rio cashed in on Punk and took it.
Yeah.
So yeah, LA and Brooklyn have been pretty solid as far as SummerSlams go. You're at a 9. What about you, Abel?
Well, Robert says he's at a 9.
We'll give him some time. What are you at?
Dude, I don't know. Because I want to say that I kind of want to have the same feeling as you guys where, hey, yeah, SummerSlam's normally good. I kind of view it along the same lines as all the other WWE pay-per-views, where with NXT TakeOver, I can give them a benefit of the doubt. With the episode of Lucha Underground, I give them a benefit of the doubt because they have all that positive equity. For SummerSlam, I kind of want to lower my expectations and then be surprised or be like, yeah, I knew it. So, you know what? I'm going to go with the 6, hoping that it winds up being something a little bit better. But, dude, there's a lot of possibilities of fucking disappointment to happen. There's a lot of areas.
The big 4 cannot be met with low expectations. they can't because they're supposed to be the bar.
They're supposed to be, yeah.
The last time we had a low expectation any Big Four was WrestleMania Play, and that bitch sucked.
Yeah.
So I won't do that to myself. Even if I didn't have this anticipation, I'd be faking it right now. Because this is the Big Four, and it's the new era, and it's the fucking the brand split era again. So they're bringing it. And they have NXT the day before.
That
pushing their ass.
If WWE isn't going to be competing to make sure that against themselves to make sure that bar is raised, NXT is going to be raising that bar. And I can put money down, dude. At least half of that audience that's going to be at Takeover is going to be at SummerSlam.
Yeah, you know those the typical was that Hishi in the front crowd that's always there and her with her mom. It's a dude.
You talking about Front Row Negative?
The dude with the long hair. Yeah,
it's a dude.
Dude, but I mean,
we'll wait till the toxicology test comes in for that.
God damn it.
Yeah, we're gonna have the guy who kind of looks like Abel with always wears like a suit, or like a white kind of suit. He has your goatee and everything.
Oh, okay.
You'll see him. Sign guy will probably make it over there. Yeah, all the usuals. The guy with the camera. Lesnar. The guy with the camera. The foreign guy with the hat.
Oh, yeah.
The guy with the Mets jersey. Brock Lesnar guy. It's sad that I know all these fucking people because I fucking watch wrestling and I'm always how they have so much money to be at these fucking events.
Gilbert from Primetime Productions probably gonna be
there. Yes. But yeah,
where are you bitch?
Again, I have to be biased because
you're going 10. Yes, because he's going. He's going.
How about our listeners?
All right, Seek Universe 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Robert Medlin is at a 9. He is very optimistic. Thank you, Robert, for bringing the optimism. Aaron Garcia, 6 out of 10.
I mean, he's pessimistic, so 6 is pretty good.
Juan says 7.3141596.
That's 2 pies.
That's a lot of pie.
Technically a passing grade. So
technically a passing grade.
I survived on those type of things.
Throw some D's on it. Yeah. All right. Aaron says Front Row Negative shirts available at TeePublic.
Anything else?
That's all of them.
That's it? Okay.
I counted them all.
That's a show.
That's the show. 2.5 hours long.
Lived up to the title.
We know where you're watching this.
Wait a minute. Where are you watching the pay-per-view?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
I kind of felt like I had to.
Yeah, there you go. If you're going to be in need of a SummerSlam pay-per-view viewing party.
And too cheap to pay $10 to subscribe. Yes. Just takes a fake email address. You can go watch it at home for a month.
If you'd like to, you'll be social and come see it with.
That's cheaper than the gas you're probably going to spend going to wherever he's going to go.
See it with yours truly and some other independent wrestlers from around the Texas area. Come on out to the DZW HQ, which is at 1812 Avenue D, Suite 203 in Katy, Texas.
Try saying that 5 times fast.
Everyone puts the D in Avenue D.
Yeah. Oh. Oh my.
Randy's like, no, he doesn't. Yeah. He barely does it to me.
But yeah, come on out. I mean, we do a thing where we put it up on the wall, a big projector.
So hell with the wrestling. Y'all do potluck.
I do potluck.
Yeah,
that's potluck. How do you go wrestling? Go for the potluck.
I take a bag of Fritos and be like, I brought the potluck. So
yeah, exactly.
There's always Mr. Burns to give him the bag of Cheetos. There's just shit like that.
There's always something delicious. Always something, sweet and savory and whatever. So yeah,
besides Abel,
it's gonna be a good time. So please come on out if you're able to. Yeah, I know it's all the way out in Katy, but I know some of our listeners are in Katy, so please.
We don't all live in the Southeast.
Yeah, we don't all live in the Southeast. So yeah, come on out. It's gonna be a grand old fun old time. So yeah, closest that you can get to in-arena experience without actually being in an arena. Although technically we're at Olympus Arena. That's the name of the place.
Well, that's your alternative is a lot more delicious and probably a whole lot cheaper than my alternative.
Yes. You're spending the airfare, the lodging, and then actually buying goddamn tickets.
You know how many breweries are in Brooklyn? I'm going to need to buy a liver.
Yes. You can come down to Olympus Arena, and that's free. It's just a potluck. Just bring something to eat so everyone else can eat. That's it.
I'm going to watch it on my couch while my daughter jumps on me every 5 minutes.
Nah.
So Yeah.
Train them early.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Forget college. Yeah. Start saving for the performance center now.
The PC for sure.
So that kid already knows how to take a bump, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
But she has to sell.
Yes.
It's all in the sell.
Selling.
Wait, Robert says I'm also optimistic about the 4-meat pizza I'll be ordering.
Ooh.
Oh!
There's your 3-meat treat right here.
Hey. All right.
More like cauliflower.
Yeah, Juan asks if it's stuffed crust, and he says,
"Oh, we're gonna stuff it, all right."
He says there's extra Roman meatballs. Hi. Fatal 4-way meat.
From under cheese on top.
Yeah, Juan says extra soggy meatballs. Oh my.
Anything else?
No.
I believe that's it.
I'm fucking sleepy. Let's get
Yes.
out of here.
Thank you so much for joining us. Adios, my friends. Keep it classy.
Bye. Yeah. We didn't plan this, by the way. It just happened.
Yeah, it just happened. Yeah, I told him I got here first. I had it packed. He should have worn something else, but he never comes prepared.
I'm too fat to not wear another shirt.
Yeah, I offered him a shirt, but he didn't want to wear any of mine. It wouldn't be the first time you'd wear my clothes.
Yeah.
That's a story.
That's a story for later.
You know what? I know I'm going to fuck this up.
All right.
But I got to say this. I have to say this.
Oh, no.
Because, you know, it's easy for people that watch this show or that have listened to us to assume that I'm an asshole. Because I'll give you your first impression before you even met me, you thought I was an asshole. Yeah. And when I knew that, I tried extra hard to exceed your expectations. Yeah. I'm sure everybody feels the same way.
Yeah. You play your role.
So I'm going to continue my assholery, and I am going to welcome the white people of this country into the minority. Because that's what you are now. If you add,
here we go.
If you add all the blacks, those get your fucking finger away. You're a visitor,
Joseph Christopher.
If you add up all the blacks, all the Hispanics, all the gay, lesbian, transgender community, and all that, and the white people that support everybody else in the country. All the Nazis and all the neopunks and all the other white people that don't think we're good enough for this country, you have become the minority. And you're reacting to figuring out that you're in the minority by trying to wipe us all off, knowing damn well you need all of us more than we need to be here.
Okay.
So congratulations. Enjoy the minority. All Black lives matter, all gay lives, everybody's lives matter. We know that. We don't need to cut people open or burn them to figure it out on our own.
We're finding out who the bad hombres really are.
Yeah. And on that note, good night. Goodbye. Bang.
Why you gotta do the guns? Why you gotta do the guns?
Because I'm wearing the Bullet Club shirt.
Oh, okay. Yes.